Reunion Arena in Dallas, Texas. Home Sports Entertainment and the Dallas Sidekicks present the Continental Indoor Soccer League. Tonight, it's the Dallas Sidekicks versus the Monterey Raza. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Reunion Arena. I'm Craig Way, happy to have you with us as the Dallas Sidekicks try to remain perfect for the 1994 season. The Kicks are off to a 3-0 start. I'm joined by Scott Murray. Scott, the Sidekicks did defeat Washington the other night to go to 3-0, and as the old saying goes, as goes Tattoo, so go the Sidekicks.
How true, Craig. You've got a situation where Tattoo's coming off a great year last year in '93. CISL MVP already here in 1994 is tied for the league lead in points scored with 13, 7 goals, 6 assists, and the other night in the win over Washington picked up his first hat trick of the year.
This is the 10th season for Tattoo, and we had a chance to visit with him and talk about the physical toll all those years have started to take on him.
When I was 23, 24, that was easy because the energy is there. Right now, it's not. So I've been sleeping a lot, and it's been difficult. And I can see, I've been thinking about playing another year or two, but it's getting harder, and I don't know. It's been very I'm not a great defensive player anyway, but now it's getting harder to get back out of there. So I don't know. So far it's good. It's been a good start, and I'm looking forward to rest a little bit, and hopefully when the camp is over, I'll pick it up.
Fortunately for Tattoo, some of the younger guys have been able to pitch in a little bit. Among them, Gianpaolo Pedroso. Now, Pedroso is a little bit banged up. We may or may not see him tonight, Scott.
Has a sprained ankle suffered in the game here at Reunion on Wednesday night against Washington, the win over Washington. But you've got to keep one thing in mind. That's only 1/3 of that SMU connection. You've still got a couple of guys by the name of David File and Alan Frampin. And you heard us talk about Alan Frampin and what a great year he's having thus far.
Frampin just a rookie, and he is off to a hot start for the Sidekicks, helping to set up some of their best offensive opportunities. 3 assists in the 3 games this season, and for a rookie, he is off to a good start, and as Scott mentioned, David File as well. As far as Raza goes, Monterey comes in at 2-2. This is a team that last year made the playoffs in their expansion season. They were 15-13, and they were led by the CISL Rookie of the Year, Marco Lopez.
Marco Lopez, he'll be number 20 on your screen tonight, playing for Monterey. Had 65 points last year as a rookie in the CISL. Led all rookies in that department. Only off to a 3-3 start. 3 games, 3 points thus far this year, but the folks in Monterey not real concerned.
Well, the guy who has really carried the load for Monterey has been Octavio Perez. Perez off to a good start in both the goals and assist department this season. Perez with a total of 5 goals and 6 assists, 11 points. He's been the mainstay for Coach Eric Geyer's ball club. It's the Sidekicks and Raza from Reunion Arena in Dallas coming up on HSE.
There's a place where we all come together to sell our goods, marry our children, mourn our dead, to reveal our villains and heroes. It's the place we all share. It's the story of all of us. The Dallas Morning News.
Pick up the story of all of us.
It wakes up sleeping purples and helps canary yellows to fly. It gives the blues a wonderful bump and even helps the roses to look rosier. It's Fuji color, and it's the reason why more people are looking into Fuji films every day. Fuji, a new way of seeing things.
You're watching HSE, the best team on TV.
If you're like most women golfers I meet, you want to improve your golf game. There's no better, faster, more economical way than reading Golf for Women magazine and watching our free Back to Basics video. This free video will help you cut stroke after stroke off your short game.
Golf for Women's Back to Basics, the short game video, gives you helpful hints for perfect putting, tips on bunker shots, advice on chipping, and more. It's sure to improve your game. Our video is free only when you subscribe to Golf for Women magazine through the special TV offer. Golf for Women is the magazine that guarantees to improve your score. If you're not completely satisfied, you'll be sent a full refund, and the video will still be yours to keep free. During this special offer, your subscription price is only $12.97, and you get the Back to Basics video absolutely free with your paid subscription. Call now, 1-800-423-2121.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise to honor
of Mexico. And now, God Bless America.
This evening's soloist is Angela Foster.
It's the Sidekicks and Monterey from Reunion Arena. Tonight's Dallas Sidekicks game is being brought to you by the Dr. Pepper Bottling Company of Texas. The Sidekicks and Dr. Pepper, just what the doctor ordered. Good crowd on hand here. The Sidekicks wearing deep purple jerseys tonight. This is what they wore in their season opening contest to win over the San Diego Sockers. They went to the white home jerseys in their win the other evening over Washington, and now they're back in the purple tonight. Sidekicks will be kicking off. Let's take a look at Monterey's starting lineup. Raza will go with Zizinho at 4. Now, Zizinho is related to a former Sidekick, Beto, who now plays for the Houston Hotshots. And they had an interesting season opening contest. The first ever game for Houston, they went up against Monterey, brother against brother. In the midfield, Janoni Martinez and Octavio Perez. We spoke of him at the top of the telecast. On the defense, Martin Hernandez. Also in the midfield, Marco Lopez, Rookie of the Year a year ago. And Raul Salas in the nets tonight. Salas has struggled a bit this season, a goals against average of over 8. Tattoo on the front line along with Alan Prampin. In the midfield, Nick Stavro. On the defense, Gary Young and Eric Day. Young with his first goal of the season the other night, and that matched his entire regular season total. 1 goal a year ago, which, by the way, he managed to tally that one against Monterey. And, of course, Joe Papaleo, the goalkeeper of the year in the CISL a year ago. And right now, Papaleo with a goals against average a little over 5 right now, ranking 6th in the league in that department.
And that's the great stat right there in the bottom line. Only 1 goal in the entire second half. That's when teams, come out of the intermission, come out of the locker room and say, hey, they're ready to do their thing. They scored 3 in the first half, but he shut them down. But 1 goal in the second half.
And defense has certainly been the struggling point for Monterey in the early season. They gave up 10 goals to San Diego. Raul Salas, of course, has put in a lot of time here in the early going. As we get ready to go, we've got a veteran officiating crew. Marty Templin is the senior referee. Manuel Ortiz Sr. the referee. And Colby Jones in the box as the assistant referee. Dallas will move from left to right here in the opening period. Monterey dressed in the road uniforms of white, trimmed in teal and orange as they move from right to left. on your screen. And we're about ready to go. Dallas at 3-0 and Monterey at 2-2. And we are ready to begin play as Gordon Jago hopes his team stays perfect. And right away, Monterey goes to work. And they'll send the kick down into the Dallas zone for Octavio Perez. Working against Eric Dade on defense for Dallas. And Dade will clear it upfield for the Sidekicks. Look for Tattoo there, and the ball carried about in the neutral third. Taking it is Zazino. The forward spot. Had it, lost it. Stavro will one-touch it back to Dade now for Dallas. The Sidekicks start off. Didn't take the Sidekicks long to score, just a minute 15 seconds the other night against Washington, Scott, and that was something they liked seeing after having some slow starts in the first two games.
And they played very well against this Monterey team over the last year. 5 games in the regular season last year. They lost the opener, but then won 4 straight, and of course eliminated Monterey here at Reunion in the first round of the playoffs just a year ago.
John Hedlund in on defense for Dallas now. The ball is played over to Stavro. Stavro marked by Lopez. Marco Lopez managed to get it back. Here's Lopez down the left side, trying to turn inside Stavro along the corner. And Stavro giving him a difficult time. Crampton helping out. It's dumped back. Ball was played by Martinez into the corner. And now once again, it's Octavio Perez trying to battle for the ball. Moves back to Lopez. Lopez dumps it back for Martin Hernandez. Hernandez and just coming on the field as Monterey made a change. They make a line change and a shot, and right out of the gate, a goal from the left side. And it was Francisco de la Garza who came in and put it in from the left side. He went far post, and right away, a minute 13 seconds into the contest, Monterey jumps on top.
Watch Joe Papaleo. He got screened. He got screened right in front by Eric Dade. That's number 2. You see Dade right there in the slot right in the middle. He just totally got screened, and Joe put his hands in the air and said, "Guys, you gotta stay out of the way, or at least make an effort to the ball."
They give the assist to Arturo Castellan, and Castellan picks up his 4th assist. But De La Garza has his 3rd goal of the season. A minute and 13 seconds into the game. We talked about 3 goals, and Raza leads it 1-0. All played out. It'll be a Dallas kick in. Gary Young on the field now. David Doyle has come out, along with David Feil and Dev Reeves. And Gianpaolo Pedroso is on the field. Pedroso wearing a knee wrap tonight. He also got the knee banged up in that collision. So Dallas with a complete line change here in the early going. Reeves looking forward third for Pedroso. Double team. Played a nice ball back to Doyle. Doyle turns. It's a goal, or is it? No, it's not. The entire ball did not cross the plane. Oh, it was so close to going in. Doyle very nearly managed to dish it past 3 players. Back at the other end, David Doyle had a near miss on that one. Here's a shot and a save by Papaleo. Rebound, and De La Garza's shot goes high and out of play. But Dallas came oh so close, Scott, to tying it up.
Yeah, I thought we had a tie game. Here it is again, coming right in front, and nobody there.
That is so close to drop.
Nobody there except Daniel Mora, and he of course plays for Monterey. So Raza avoids what could have been a tying goal right there early in the first period of play.
And it was a good call by the goal judge in that it was not a goal because the entire ball did not cross the line, although it was very close. Ball played out. Sidekicks claim he did it intentionally, but it'll be a Dallas kick in as Salas had to kick it out of play. Dallas was threatening again, just underway. 12:49 to go, first period. Raza already on top, 1-0. David Doyle to kick in for Dallas. That play coming up. Pedroso joins him over there and now runs off of the ball. Doyle, the red line, left footer off the glass hard. And it is Perez. He sends it downfield, and they're going to get the ball played as they stay out. It'll be a Dallas kick in on the side. Eric Geyer, veteran coach for Monterey, native of Germany, played soccer in Germany, outstanding player throughout the history of the major indoor soccer league, earned a few championship rings playing for the San Diego Sockers, both in the old NASL Indoor League and in the MISL and MSL. Also picked up 3 rings as an assistant coach to Ron Newman in San Diego. There's a shot from outside off the post. Hedlund rebound, and it goes wide right. Comes off the boards back outside. Dallas peppering away at the Monterey goal here in the early stages, down 1-0. Played back upfield by Doyle. And Perez runs it down for Monterey. Tattoo battling into the ball. He takes it away. Tattoo, nice sliding tackle to knock it away by Mora, and it's off the boards. Dallas tries to reset. 12:15 remaining first quarter. Raza on top, 1-0. Laid back now to Hedlund. Lead pass looked for Stavro. Stavro can't get to it. Now it's off the boards, and it's dumped back again for Salas. He has to one-touch it with the feet, and he'll dish it out to the left side. Played upfield for Monterey, and that is Lopez looking for the ball. Sidekicks get it back. Tattoo dishing to the right side to Headland, and he'll drop it back in the center circle to Eric Dave. Looking for Tattoo down in the corner again, going up against Daniel Moore. Now double team. Lopez joins him, and Lopez steals it away for La Raza. Looking for the lead runner. Quick change now out of the bench as Monterey makes a change. Doyle battles for the ball, and it's Perez with it. Off to the right side. Here's a shot. Kick save. Papaleo heading try off the post. Rebound and a goal. It's Octavio Perez. Joe Papaleo, not enough help down low. He had a tough time, made one save, a kick save, and on the rebound, Octavio Perez puts it in, and the midfielder gives La Raza a 2-0 lead.
There's the crossing shot. You see Joe's foot get on it. It spins up, and on the header, he hits the crossbar at the top, but on the rebound, coming back out, Octavio Perez is right there to make the goal, and suddenly, with 11:28 to go here in the first period, it's 2-0 La Raza.
Dade was there. Zazino's try was defensed by Dade, but there was no one there to pick up Perez. And Perez puts it in, and now it's a 2-0 La Raza advantage. Perez now with his 6th goal of the season. So it's 2-0. Dallas down quickly, and a quick whistle as Marty Templin calls the foul on Monterey. Pushing, and that's called on De La Garza. Sidekicks go back to work again. Here's Tattoo dishing left side, and Doyle's try high and over the top. Goal kick coming Monterey. 11:13 remaining in the period.
And Craig, we could see lots of scoring tonight. Octavio Perez was number 3 in total points scored last year in the CISL. Of course, number 2 was David Doyle, and number 1, the MVP in the league last year, Tattoo. So we've got the top 3 scorers from last year right here at Reunion tonight.
While on the right side, it's played down again off the boards as they look for Arturo Castellan, who assisted on the first goal. Ball comes back off the boards. To the left side, the man who scored the first goal, De La Garza. He looks back for some help. Ups it back in the midfield. And it's Giannone Martinez. Lays it back to Salas. Out by the red line. Upfield pass. Down at the red line again. And here's Arturo Castellan. Laid back for Martinez. 10.5 minutes remaining first quarter, and it's 2-0 Monterey. Sidekicks have yet to get out of the gates. Here's Martinez. Down into the left corner, looks. Ball played off the boards. No one there to finish, however, as Jaime Cantu tried to hit someone. Sidekicks on the counterattack. Here's Alan Prampin. Prampin looks for help. Goes off the board. Can he finish? He tries. There's Stavro, and he's double-teamed. The ball won't go in. Dallas still with an opportunity. Gary Young tries for the ball. Can't get there. Played over the top, and it'll go to Monterey.
That's the best defensive rush that we've seen tonight. It didn't amount to much, but we just have seen a very sluggish Sidekicks team thus far tonight. But Alan Prampin trying to get something going here. He's the fellow out of SMU we alluded to earlier tonight. Here he is, number 8 on your screen. Trying to get something. It's a tough angle for him to do it. Tries to kick it back out. They get it back to the right side, but it just wouldn't go home.
And here's Prampin again, going 1-on-3. Prampin ridden off the ball, and now Tattoo with a steal. It's 2-on-3. Tattoo off the boards, trying for the shot. Plays it off the boards again. He shoots. Save. And the ball is cleared out of play, and a good defensive maneuver made by Monterey after Tattoo tried for the rebound off the boards, and it was cleared out by La Raza. Sidekicks with a free kick coming at the top of the arc now. It was intentionally played out. And now Tattoo sets it up on the set play. Watch here. File out on his immediate right. And down in the low post on the right side is Prampin. Tattoo turns, shoots, deflected outside. Prampin goes down, and they'll call a foul on Alan Prampin as he practically went horizontal going for the loose ball. It could be a dangerous play foul. And they'll come back upfield with it. It's Zazino. Lead pass across the red line, defended by Gary Young. Back up to the center circle for Monterey. Once again, it's Octavio Perez. Perez, their leading scorer, and he is already in the books again, his 6th goal of the season as he started out. 6 goals, 6 assists. 9:20 remaining in the first quarter. 2-0 La Raza on top. Dish back now to Raul Salas. Left-footed kick, and that's too far right into the bench for Monterey. And it gives Dallas a chance to make a line change. And they'll go back to work. Sidekicks get Pedrosa back on the field again. Gianpaolo Pedrosa with the ball now to David File. And it's dished now back to David Doyle. Doyle trying to get past 2 white jerseys there. It's ricocheted back into the midfield area. Sidekicks look for it again. Foul on the right side. Left-footed ball looking for Pedroso. Played back out again by the white-shirted La Raza. Monterey leading 2-0. Off the boards, that's Marco Lopez, the midfield. Left-footed pass upfield, now looking for Daniel Mora. Mora picked up by Dev Reeves. Good defensive play, and they called a foul. Manuel Ortiz Sr. said there was a foul on Dev Reeves. He can't believe the call. Not happy about it. Sidekicks fans aren't pleased with the call either. Dallas has to quickly set up defensively, but if Monterey wants a quick restart, they won't get it. And Marty Templin now doing some talking to the players.
Joe Papaleo signaling to his defenders to move over. Don't block my view.
Here's Azenia outside, shot and it's blocked. As Hernandez tried, was defensed by Foul. Upfield, Salas already out at the red line. Doyle trying for the quick steal, couldn't get it. Salas plays it in the forward third, but it's headed back upfield by Reeves. Here's Foul, looking for the lead pass to Pedroso. Tips to the Doyle, with a chance off the boards now. The Raza catches up as Doyle has to turn outside, trying to find Foul. And Monterey's defense is getting back when they have to get back. They're doing a job there. They make a quick change, and they go inside the attack third. Here's Zazino. Turns, shoots, and it's off the boards outside. Pedroso, quick lead pass for Doyle. David Doyle for Dallas. It's 1-on-3 right now, but Doyle turning past De La Garza in the corner. Tries to play it off the boards for Pedroso, can't do it. And it's kicked back outside, cleared by Monterey. Still down in the forward third. Pedroso going 1-on-2, and they're going to get a Monterey foul here. Right down into the corner. Dallas with a play coming up. And it'll be just outside the touch line. 7:38 remaining in the first quarter. Monterey leading 2-0. La Raza comes in at 2-2. They did lose on Thursday night. Here's the quick start. Prampin turns, shoots! Too high over the goal. And they had a chance there, but Alan Prampin just couldn't get it to go in.
Yeah, well, that was probably the best opportunity to score thus far tonight. Prampin just turned around and I think he thought he had to maybe put a little more on it than he really needed to, and had he just finessed it in, he might have pulled the kicks to within 2-1, but it goes up into the stands, so La Raza will take over now.
Monterey with the edge and shots on goal right now at 6-4. Ball sent upfield, and it's Ramon Villazavaios who is in now for Monterey. Villazavaios out there along with Daniel Mora. Also De La Garza is there. De La Garza turning, volley, and a shot off the glass. Tried quickly on the volley and couldn't get it to go in. Off the boards, Dallas gets it back. Stavro, the ball played out, and it's Monterey still with it as they attack. On the left side, here's Daniel Mora in the midfield. Turning at the Dallas red line. Mora will dish back with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Catu trying to harass Raul Salas. He'll play it upfield. Dave tried for the heading steal. Off the boards. Still Monterey dropping enough defense back when they have to do it, when the Sidekicks press the action into the forward third.
Salas doing exactly what the Sidekicks had Papaleo doing the other night, coming way out and almost a sixth man in the attack. And Salas, I haven't seen him back in the goal mouth, but maybe a minute of this entire first period.
Gary Young's ball played for Tattoo, but quickly over to take it away with Mora. Upfield, give and go, twice give and go. Mora tried to get it back over to the right side for Perez, and it was taken away by Prampin, the opposite number 8 of Perez. They both tangle up a little bit. Now the ball comes off the boards. Prampin fighting along the left side, trying to steal it away. And coming up with it for Monterey is Octavio Perez. Perez looking in the lead third for Zazino, turning with a shot. It's off the glass, just shy of the goal. Ball headed up high, the quick bike upfield by Gary Young. And then headed out of play by Janone Martinez. Dallas will have the kick-in coming at 5:57 to go in the first quarter. And the Sidekicks down 2-0. Outside crowd here a little bit quiet at the moment, getting anxious, looking for a Dallas counter. Tattoo with it at the red line, ridden off the ball nicely by Arturo Castellan. Here's Stavro trying to turn for a shot. White jerseys everywhere. Monterey has done a good job dropping its defense back behind the red line when they've had to. Martinez, the right side. And Monterey is just trying to get its offense on counterattacks. They've been able to do that so far with 2 early goals. Hedlund for the sidekick. Tried to play it back. It was stolen away by Castellan. And it turns into the box. The ball played over there for Marco Lopez. Lopez working now against Nick Stavro goes back behind the midfield stripe to Martinez. 5:10 remaining in the first quarter. Sidekicks still have yet to get on the board. On the field now is Curtis Partain for Dallas for the first time tonight. Partain with a goal. That's Partain there in the win over Washington. Lead ball for Tattoo. Turning, he's got Hedlund in the middle if he can find it. Tattoo into the left corner. That's going to be a foul called. Holding there on Octavio Perez. He says, to Manuel Ortiz Sr.
Indeed he did. But no go tonight.
That's Tattoo.
That was obvious.
He was laughing about that. Now he's ready, and he's asking for timeout. We've got a timeout called with 4:53 remaining in the first quarter. The score, Monterey 2 and Dallas nothing, as you watch Sidekick Soccer on HSE.
What's the next thing, Dion? Soccer anyone? Must be a fan. Powerade. It's not the old thing. It's the next thing. And that's a good thing.
Should have worn my helmet.
Powerade. The next thing.
This Minyard shopper is picky about produce, while this shopper keeps everyone on their toes. And nobody comparison shops like this guy. These are some of our toughest customers, because they don't just shop at Minyard, they are the Minyard family. And for over 60 years, they've built a Texas tradition on one simple philosophy. It has to be good enough for our family before we'll sell it to yours. Minyard Food Stores.
Our next telecast of Dallas Sidekick Soccer 3 weeks from tonight when 3 weeks from tomorrow night, I should say, when the Sidekicks take on the Carolina Vipers. Brand new, one of the 7 expansion franchises, and part of the ownership group of that Carolina franchise, Scott, the Pettys, Richard Petty and son Kyle, of course, of Winston Cup NASCAR fame.
Isn't that great? That's fantastic.
Gordon Jago pondering these first 10 minutes plus of the game that has seen his team go down 2 goals and having trouble in the offensive attack third.
It's amazing how many cross sports we're getting these days. Michael Jordan going from basketball to baseball. You see Joe Gibbs, the former Redskins coach, going over, and you talk about NASCAR and auto racing.
And, of course, the NBA and NHL teams very much getting involved in the ownership of the CISL team. That's a good sign.
Which is a great sign, and they hope to expand on the number of teams that they basically doubled this year, even again next year, which is really great.
Tattoo to Stavro, and it's quickly kicked outside. It's Tattoo, Stavro, Gary Young, David Doyle, and Eric Dade out there for Dallas. Nick Stavro with it in the neutral third. Looking for Doyle at the top of the D, but it's taken away now by Monterey, and that's Octavio Perez. His ball stealing away. Stealing it was Dade. Eric Dade will play it back to Gary Young. Now off to Dade again. Eric Dade, in his second year out of Virginia Commonwealth, spent the winter playing for the Baltimore Spirit of the NPSL, National Professional Soccer League. Dade scored 16 goals, had 8 assists for Dallas last year. Ball sent upfield, and File has it for Dallas. Off to Dade once more. Eric Dade coming up center of the field, trying to draw the defense to him and then to dish to one of the explosive offensive players, but it goes back to Dade down in the corner. Went to Doyle, to Dade, tried to get a shot away, now does, off the boards, no one to finish, however, and Monterey will clear it upfield. Raza has it off the board, and nice steal made. Here comes Perez down the left side. Doyle's got to catch up to him, and he does. The ball ricochets outside, and then it's cleared upfield out of the Dallas zone by Gary Young. Back all the way into the Monterey zone, and then sent back to the left wing. Coming upfield for Monterey is Ramon Villazavallos. Villazavallos looking back, and he'll dish once more to Janoni Martinez. Martinez back to Raul Salas. Upfield ball headed back toward the Monterey goal by Gary Young. And the 50-50 ball is going back in the midfield, back and forth as the two teams play the loose ball. Up off the boards for De La Garza. Played back to the midfield stripe. And that's Salas, who now has to run it down with some pressure from File. As it's played back from Martinez over to Salas. Tattoo offering pressure. Now it goes to the left side now that they've drawn the Dallas offenders down there. It's Martin Hernandez. Down to De La Garza. Looking back off the boards. De La Garza had it, lost it. Dev Reeves clears it out for Dallas, and it's Alan Crampton who has it at the Sidekicks right line. He lost it. Here's De La Garza turning for the shot off the boards. The one there, the finish. And it comes back outside. Gary Young for the Sidekicks as we approach 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter that has seen Dallas held scoreless. Monterey with 2 early goals. Down into the left corner. Pedroso working against Martinez. Trying to get a shot away. He's sandwiched nicely against the boards, and now after retreat, tried to back heel and was taken away by Martinez. Here comes Monterey trying to counter. Raza sends it upfield. It's Castellan down in the corner. Run down by Dade for the Sidekicks. Played back upfield for Stavro, working against Lopez. Nick Stavro, nice lead pass for Pedroso. It's 2-on-2. Dishes back in the center. Stavro with one off De La Garza. Here's Tampa, turns, shoots, and it's back offside as it played off one of the Raza players and off the glass. Dallas still trying. Stavro trying for Gary Young, and it's cleared out of the zone by Monterey.
Thought Stavros might take the open shot there. He had some room, but probably just couldn't get the handle on it, so tried to go across, assuming his teammate had a little better shot.
Prampin down in the offensive third, stolen by De La Garza. He goes down. Alan Prampin still with the ball. Played out to John Hedlund. Now at the top of the arc, Pedroso tried to dish it back. No one there. Kev Reeves couldn't get there, and Monterey comes away with a loose ball inside 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Raza has it. It's Salas. Downfield ball as he looks to the left side for Villazavallos. He turns around. Ball bouncing high in the air, and Hedlund plays it upfield. And now Monterey dishing it back behind the midfield stripe. Upfield, Villazavallos missed it. And Papaleo will one-touch it upfield. Headed back toward the Dallas goal by Daniel Mora. Then headed once again for the Sidekicks by Hedlund over to Reeves. Dev Reeves. Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. Dallas still trying to get one before the period expires. Stavro and the offensive players get back out there. Tattoo returns the field. That's Curtis Partain with the ball. Partain back to Stavro in the center circle. Left-footed pass to Dade. Dade turns. That pass is blocked by Castellan. Nice play on the ball. Half a minute to go in the quarter. Off the boards, trying to find Zizinho down there in the arc. Dade played it out, but here's another one that goes outside. Sidekicks did not play that ball well, and it comes off the board. Dallas trying to get it turned back around. Upfield ball for Tattoo. Trying to get turned on Mora, and here's Partain with it. 15 seconds. To Tattoo, he shoots, and it's off the board, and he can't finish. Now he tries again, and it's carried outside. Oh, they had an opportunity. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. And Monterey looks like they'll get out of it without damage. Here's a shot out. 9/10 of a second to go, and Tattoo, you saw the frustration there. He had a shot.
Well, the ball was just bouncing up and down, Craig, and he just couldn't get the good angle on it, couldn't get the foot on it the right way he wanted it to address it and put it in. And there's nobody that gets more frustrated with themselves than number 9, Tattoo.
You know, he felt like he had a grand chance and just couldn't get it to go.
Well, the net was wide open. It was right there for him. He just couldn't get his foot on it, and that doesn't happen very often with number 9.
It's the first quarter that belonged to La Raza. After one in Dallas, it's Monterey 2 and the Sidekicks nothing on HSE.
There's no stealing the thunder. Can't be contained. Fill me with wonder and cool me off like rain. You're the part of me. That's the heart of me. Out you, I'm just a lonely melody. But together we are harmony. Like of heaven, you're a part of me.
It wakes up sleepy purples and helps canary yellows to fly. It gives the blues a wonderful bump. And even helps the roses to look rosier. It's Fuji color, and it's the reason why more people are looking into Fuji films every day. Fuji, a new way of seeing things.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
You are about to embark upon the great crusade. We will accept nothing less than full victory.
I have a dream.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
American Heritage Magazine, the diary of the American way of life. From our greatest dreams to our worst nightmares. Our struggles and our triumphs. Our heroes and our villains. Our victories and our losses. And now you can get American Heritage for 3 easy payments of $9.97 each. Call now and we'll send you this revealing special publication, Civil War Chronicles, filled with historical details and photographs that make the drama as vivid as today. So call now and get American Heritage, including your free gift, Civil War Chronicles, and the special issue, Great American Places. American Heritage Magazine. Call now.
After one period, the Dallas Sidekicks trailing Monterey 2-0, and it was Francisco de la Garza who scored first. Arturo Castellan just a minute 13 seconds into the game, Scott Murray.
Yeah, that was the one that Papaleo was screened out by Eric Dade, and as a result, Sidekicks losing early by a score of 1-0. And then Octavio Perez at 3:32, just a couple of minutes later, his 6th goal of the year, off the rebound in front, beat Papaleo, and La Raza, as a result, finds itself on top. 2-0 after the first 15 minutes of play. Here's Tattoo. Now watch on the left side of your screen. Coming down, there's Tattoo, all wide open. And that just doesn't happen very often. He had the wide open net, the wide open goal, and just couldn't get the foot on it the way he'd like to, and as a result, missed it.
And then Raul Salas came back and made a good save on the second try by Tattoo. And it was just a bit of frustration, as you can tell there.
A picture worth 1,000 words, especially in the case of one Tattoo. He's still talking about it down on the sidelines.
Antonio Carlos Pecorari. Now you know why we just call him Tattoo.
The Armadillo.
Sidekicks move from right to left here in quarter number 2. Tattoo going to get a breather here, and he's still a little bit disgusted that opportunity didn't go in.
Well, that frustration, I guarantee, will be taken out on the Monterey team when he's back out on the field.
John Hedlund will send it up into the forward third for Gianpaolo Pedroso. Pedroso, a little gimpy, but he's out there playing tonight. Pedroso looking for the ball from David Doyle. He's going 1-on-2. Collision there, and they'll call it on De La Garza. Sidekicks will have the free kick. It's David Doyle lining it up with Dev Reeves. Now Pedroso will go in the center of the arc. We'll see if he goes down low post. Reeves run it off. Here's Doyle turning, shooting, too high and out of play. Over the top, goal kick coming. And David Doyle, of course, had a big game against Houston, but he's still trying, I think, to really get his legs here in this league. He played a very busy season during the winter with the St. Louis Ambush of the NPSL. Ball played down into the Dallas zone. File with the chest, drops it down for Reeves. And the Sidekicks had many more opportunities there in the waning stages of the first half. But Monterey, of course, made better use of the fewer chances.
We told you Pedroso was going to be 50-50 questionable.
And
coming in today, boy, he's really getting popped around down there. He's going to get another sprained ankle.
Well, Pedroso went down. De La Garza is going to be sent to the box for 2 minutes for tripping. He can't believe the call, but the Sidekicks will have their first power play opportunity here, 40 seconds in to the second quarter.
This just might be what the doctor ordered for Dallas Sidekicks fans.
Well, I thought it was on De La Garza. He went to the bench. Eric Geyer is protesting, but it was not De La Garza who got the call. Instead, it's going to be Janone Martinez. Now there's De La Garza there. De La Garza trips him. He goes down. Now somebody show me where Martinez is. Martinez is serving the penalty.
Yeah, they just messed up on that one.
Well, Martinez. Well, they called a delay of game violation on Martinez, and so he's in the box. Sidekicks with a power play, and Doyle sends it out of play. So Martinez is in the box for the delay. And De La Garza's on the bench. All right, the Dallas power play team out there, and the first 14 seconds have ticked off. Features Nick Stavro, David Doyle. Also out there for Dallas, Gianpaolo Pedroso, Tattoo, and Eric Dade. And the penalty killers for La Raza, Fernando Lano out there for the first time tonight. And also on the field is Octavio Perez, Jaime Cantu, and Daniel Mora. Sidekicks with the man advantage. 40 seconds gone on the power play. To the left side. Here's Doyle shooting, and a kick save made, and a nice one by Raul Salas.
Boy, that was goal written all over it. That was a phenomenal save. Kick save with the left foot, Craig.
Boy, it was nicely played out. Sidekicks now will set it up. Stavro to Tattoo. Plays it back to Nick Stavro again. And that Monterey defense really attacks to be shorthanded. They come out after the ball. Sent back to Papaleo, now to Stavro. He'll start it upfield again to Doyle on the left side. Dallas trying to spread the field. Tattoo in the right corner. Sending back Stavro, winds up with a shot blocked. Block made by Octavio Perez, and it's sent back to Papaleo. 45 seconds left on the Dallas power play. The penalty to Jeronimo Martinez for delay of game. Through the center circle. Ball over to Tattoo to the right side. Tattoo plays to Doyle now. Dallas with half a minute to go on the man advantage. Tattoo again with it in the attack third. They haven't had a good shot on goal. There's one! And he got it! Tattoo, far post. He gets it, and Dallas is on the board with 26 seconds to go on the power play. The Sidekicks convert, and they now trail it 2-1.
I'm not sure if Pedroza tipped that in or not. It'll be interesting to see on the replay because it was an incredible angle that Tattoo had to work with. 15, does he touch it in front, Pedroza? Couldn't tell on that. Boy, that was an incredible shot. I don't think he did. They get right past everybody, just like a seeing eye dog.
Yeah,
Tattoo, let's loose it. The jersey and the Sidekicks have pulled to within one.
Next jersey, number 8, his 8th goal of the season. It goes into the seats. And Tattoo with a little bit of justification for what happened to him the first time around.
Well, like I said a minute ago, he'll take that frustration and put it back on the field right against La Raza. Indeed, he did.
Team's back to full strength. Power play, of course, killed by the goal. That's the way the Sidekicks love to kill him. His 8th goal, and Stavro with the assist. For Nick Stavro, that's his 4th assist of the season.
And that ties Tattoo with Bronco Segota of Las Vegas with most goals thus far in the season, 8.
That's pretty good company to be in. Bronco Segota, one of the greatest players in indoor soccer history. Had all those great years with San Diego, and now with the Las Vegas Dust Devils.
And Dale Irvine of Anaheim, who was tied with Tattoo for total points thus far this year. Tattoo has that distinction all by himself, so he's atop the league for most points scored. And of course, a distinction that he had last year in 1993 in the CISL.
Irvine lighting it up for the Anaheim Splash, and Eric Geyer's incensed as Marty Templin comes over to the side, and there comes the coat out. Oh boy, we're seeing a real demonstration here by Eric Geyer. He is incensed, and they called a foul, I believe, on De La Garza. Boy, Marty Templin is still going through the mechanics of explaining what the foul was, and we got a yellow card call, and that's Eric Geyer again, just very abusive on that jacket. He's extremely upset. There may not be anything left of that coat. Not a happy guy. And we saw the yellow card come out. I believe that's probably on Geyer.
Memories of last year when these two teams met down in Monterey.
Once again,
still shouting.
Foul, number 4, Francisco De La Garza. 2 minutes.
Now the foul was called on De La Garza. That's his 4th of the half, and that's a 2-minute penalty. So the Sidekicks are going to go on the power play again. De La Garza asking for an explanation. Meanwhile, Tattoo over there just kind of listening for the fun, but the yellow card is to be called on Geyer. How about Tattoo standing there in the conversation?
I'm most amused by that.
Of course, as a captain, he
gets a chance to get in there and listen, huh?
Find out what the explanation is. But Dallas will be on the power play again here. And here in the first 2.5 minutes of the second quarter, the Sidekicks with an excellent opportunity to come from 2 goals back to tie it up.
I don't know if the coach is crazy about seeing him in Mr. Leguyer's neighborhood. Oh, man, is he frazzled.
One of the fun things about the game of soccer, whether it be indoor or outdoor, you certainly see the emotions worn on the sleeve of the coaches as well as the players. All right, Dallas with the power play again. Tattoo, Stavro, Doyle, Dade, and Pedroso. And the penalty killers out there for Monterey. Dallas 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. Here's Doyle looking for Tattoo. Cleared out of the zone by Martinez. Coming up the field now for Monterey. Played over for Perez, and that's picked off by Stavro today. 30 seconds gone on the penalty to Francisco De La Garza. Here's Doyle to Stavro, trying to set it up again. Pedroso was set at the top of the D, and Tattoo down on the right side. He'll dish back outside. Here's Tattoo again, trying to set up someone for the goal because he is like a magnet. He's drawing defenders every time a foot gets on the ball.
He's right where he was last time, moments ago, when he scored the first goal of the night for the Kicks.
Pass by Doyle was picked off, and Dallas takes it back. Here it is. Cade shoots, save, body right in front of it by Salas, and Eric Dade had an opportunity to go by the boards. Here's Stavro with it. Inside, a minute to go on the Dallas power play. 11-10 remaining in the second quarter. Monterey leads the Sidekicks 2-1. They score! Tattoo 2-2 as he goes into the corner of the net. Just as I said 2-1, the fantastic one nails it from outside, and we've got a deadlock.
That might have been the best thing that happened when he missed that goal back at the end of the first period of play. It really psyched number 9 up. I was about to say, Craig, too, that he was so far out. Usually they like to keep him down low as he takes the jersey off and tosses up number Kicks jersey number 2 in the night.
That comes at 3:52 of the period. Also power play. And Tattoo from the red line buries it upper 90 in the left corner, and we've got a deadlock at 2.
He's directing traffic from way out top, out in front. They like to get him down low.
Managed to get it right past Salas. Tattoo with a well-earned breather. And here come the Sidekicks again. Cramping inside the red line. Turns, shoots, and a save made, and it's cleared out by Jaime Cantu. Dallas with it again. Sidekicks, you can see now, you can sense they have this surge of momentum, bolstered by the 2 goals of Tattoo. Outside, Zizinho plays it upfield, and Reeves runs it down. That's Zizinho in the center circle. The ball was played up by Villazavallos. File for Pedroso, drops it back for Gary Young. Young turns, left-footed pass for Prampin at the red line of Monterey. Prampin trying to turn inside of Cantu. Dish back to File, to Reeves, and Zizinho offers chase. And so Reeves instead turns it back upfield. Zizinho goes down. They'll get Dev Reeves for a foul. Quick restart coming by Lopez. Marco Lopez wanted to quickly restart it, but Marty Templin says, no, you spot the ball over here inside the red line. And now Dallas on the defense. 10-12 remaining first half. Ball started out. Zizinho, red line, turns. Nice play made by Young to clear it. Reeves has it along the boards. Dev Reeves, nice little chip over the top. Got it past Mora. Reeves looking for offensive help. He'll send it crossfield to File. File, trying for the lead pass for Pedroso. There's a good interception made. Played by Zizinho. Now comes over to the right side to Jaime Cantu. 9:45 remaining in the first half. Sent back to Mora. Over to the left side. Lead pass goes to the red line. Ball stolen away by Prampin. Off the boards here. Gary Young with it for Dallas. Young played back off the boards. And there's a steal made by Castellan. Played it well. Look out, Arturo Castellan ridden off the ball by Dave. Still with the ball is Ramon Villazavallos, and they'll get a foul called outside the red line.
World Cup 94. I'm sorry, Craig. World Cup 94. We've got a halftime score tonight. Romania leading Colombia by a score of 2-1.
That's interesting. That'd be a major upset. That was a handball violation called up there on Gary Young. Quick restart there, and after they set it up, that Romania-Colombia score would be a major upset if Romania won that. Of course, both of those teams in the group with Team USA, who today tied Switzerland 1-1. And the Americans play Colombia on Wednesday. Off the boards, Dallas tries to clear it out. And it's sent back upfield to the red line. And it goes back. Raul Salas plays it upfield now for Octavio Perez. Stolen away by Dallas. 2-on-2 for the Sidekicks. Here's Pedroso. Nice defensive play. Perez held his ground, or Villazavallos did. Made the steal. Right side. Here's Villazavallos. Turns, shoots off the boards. Rebound kicked out by Papaleo, and then cleared out of the zone by the Sidekicks. Upfield. In the center circle now for Monterey. 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Dallas 2, Monterey 2. Genome Martinez looks for Arturo Castellan. Now trying to find Octavio Perez. Instead it goes to Marco Lopez. Stolen away by Doyle. He'll dish back outside the red line. Martinez again. Setting up the offense. Monterey spreads the field. Left-footed ball off the boards. Papaleo was ready for it. Played it on one hop. Couldn't make the pass to Dade on the left side, so it's rolled out. Instead, to David Doyle. Both teams making substitutions at the 8-minute mark for Tattoo in the offensive third, working against Martinez. Went outside of De La Garza. Played to DeVries. Looked over there for Stavro, and De La Garza made a good play on the ball to take it away for Raza. Dump back now for Lopez in the midfield. Nice move. Lopez made around Doyle. Now comes up, left-footed pass for De La Garza. It was behind him off the boards. De La Garza trying to turn inside of Headland. His ball goes back behind Marco Lopez. Lopez working against Doyle. And now there's some pushing off on both sides. And a foul called on Doyle. Each player exchanging a little nudge, and Marty Templin caught it. David Doyle picks up his first foul. You're allowed 4. And if you pick up 4.5, you have to sit down for 2 minutes, as De La Garza did. Here's the restart. Martinez had the ball deflected. Off the boards, Lopez double team. Back to Giannone Martinez. Off the boards for Zizinho, and Zizinho can't get to it. Played back, and here's the ball cleared as Cantu tried to get it. And Nick Stavro a little shaken up. Looks like he's all right. We've got a timeout. 7:14 remaining in the first half. Raza had held the lead at 2-0, but the Sidekicks on Tattoo's 2 power play goals have evened this one at 2.
There's a place where we all come together to sell our goods, marry our children, mourn our dead, to reveal our villains and heroes. It's the place we all share. It's the story of all of us. The Dallas Morning News.
Pick up the story of all of us.
Auto Value is the store where the parts you're looking for.
At our auto parts stores, value is a word we emphasize every day. Our promise is to give you the best in auto parts. With our huge inventory of parts and the knowledge of our parts specialist, we make sure you get the most for your money. The best parts, the best service, the best value. That's our commitment to you.
Auto Value is the store with the parts you're looking for.
Here's an opportunity for families really to cash in on Sidekicks action. Each of the 4 Sunday night home games this season are Dallas Sidekicks Family Nights. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper and Kiss 106.1 FM. By going to the game with the family, you'll receive 4 game tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Dr. Peppers, and a post-game autograph session with Sidekicks players, all for $29 for upstairs seats or $39 for the seats downstairs. The next family night tomorrow, June 19th, against the San Jose Grizzlies. You can call a Reunion Arena box office at 214-939-2800 to buy your family night package. And after all, Scott, this is what this game is all about.
Boy, that's for sure. And for an extra $25, you can sit in the press box right next to Craig Way.
I'm not sure that's such a bargain.
$25. It goes to charity.
2-2 is the score. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Ball sent upfield. And it is Giannone Martinez. Played it off the boards. One touch for Lopez. Drop back. Tattoo trying for the steal. Couldn't get it. And here's De La Garza trying to get it from File. David File back to Gary Young. Young at the Dallas red line. 2-2. Monterey scored 2 early first quarter goals. Sidekicks 2 early second quarter scores. Both of those Tattoo power play goals. File coming with the kick in now for Dallas. Young and back to now David File. Young guys on the field right now, no pun intended. Gary Young in his second year, and David File, of course, in his second year. David Doyle is the veteran. Now Tattoo out there, and Tattoo is taken down. They'll get a Monterey foul call. Monterey, very physical team, no doubt, Scott.
Yeah, they really are. Probably as physical a team as we've seen this year. But and last year only finished 4th in the standings, and as we said earlier, here's another look at it as Tattoo is upended and lost in the opening round of the playoffs to Dallas. But aside from that, they are physical.
Here's Tattoo outside. Doyle ran off the ball. Here's File shooting too high. The left footer into the seats. Goal kick coming now for Monterey. 6:15 remaining in the half. You saw David File's shot go high and out of play. Coming up at the half, Gordon Jago's soccer tip will tell you how you can keep that ball down, keep it in play. That's part of what's coming up at the half. Crampon takes the ball away now from Martinez. Off to Gary Young. Looks now for Ray Ferry, who's in the lineup for the first time tonight. Ferry goes down, and the ball comes away to Jaime Cantu. Cantu trying for the lead balls. It's played up for Villazavaios, and it goes too far and into the Dallas goal area. Picked up by Papaleo. Quick overhand toss. And Alan Crampon has it for the Sidekicks. 5.5 minutes remaining first half. Dallas 2 and Monterey 2. Sidekicks at 3-0. La Raza 2-2 coming into this game. They were beaten by the Arizona Sand Sharks the other night, 12-6. David File with it in the neutral third for Dallas. Approached by Ramon Villazavaios. Off to Young. Taken away now by Monterey, and they're going to get a handball, I believe, called on Villazavaios or on Jaime Cantu.
You know, it's amazing. 14 teams in this league, and after basically all teams have played only 2 or 3 games, Anaheim in the Western Division and Dallas in the Eastern Division, the only 2 teams in all that have unbeaten records right now. This early in the season, you'd expect at least 5 or 6 out of 14 teams, but they are the only ones left.
Here's Crampon trying for the ball. It's picked up by Salas. Upfield ball picked off by Dave. Off the File. Dallas trying to mount a counter assault. Over to Crampon. Left side. Turns. He shoots and a save made. Right in front of the ball. Salas made a good play on it. Squared up the body and knocked it down. Sent the ball back upfield. Here comes Dallas again trying to set it up. Now File has to dish it back to Gary Young with less than 5 minutes to go in the half. Well, going back to your point, Scott, you think about the 2 teams that are undefeated have legendary high-scoring stars. Of course, Cantu for Dallas and Dale Irvine, the CISL Player of the Week last week. Irvine scoring legend in Wichita with the Wings for so many years. He can definitely play.
And until tonight, Irvine and Tattoo tied with the most goals thus far this year with 7 apiece, but Tattoo now up to 9 tonight, so he leads the league in that department.
Curtis Partain with it for Dallas. Sends it upfield looking for Ray Ferry. Off the boards, right in front of the Monterey bench. Ferry goes down. Nothing called there. Dallas fans wanted to see a foul, but officials letting them play for the most part. Down the right side, looking for Zizinho. Double teamed along the boards. Dev Reeves winding up there, and there'll be a foul called here. Papaleo not happy with that call. You see him jumping out of his goal area. Displeased with the foul call on Dallas. Hedlund went down there on the lead. It is on John Hedlund.
It's first
Hedlund going up against the boards here.
Here's another look at it. Kind of tough to see who pulled whom down, but a double mug job on the Sidekicks part. That's the way they called it.
Quick heave up the field by Papaleo. Crampon going one-on-one on the left side as he went up against Jaime Cantu. Now it's play back for Ferry. He's ridden off of the ball and sent back by Martin Hernandez. Hernandez sends it back into the zone, and now it's played upfield to the red line. Here's Hernandez with 3.5 minutes counting down remaining in the first half. Nice lead pass, but Perez couldn't get turned around for it. The ball comes loose there. De La Garza had a chance. Picked up by Papaleo. Quick overhand toss to David Doyle. Doyle working along the left boards now. And the ball comes loose, and it's Castellan now on the counter. It's going 2-on-4 now. He goes down. They're going to get Doyle for the foul here. David Doyle called. And Will Ortiz Sr. with the call.
Personal foul called by number 11.
And here's Villazavaios restarting to the right side. This one goes to Hernandez, and the ball goes over the top.
Boy, and what a great save by Gary Young. That's Gary Young that's down. He literally headed that right out of the way. Boy, that was a dandy. That was going right at Joe Papaleo.
Yeah, he may be seeing a few stars because of that.
Watch this, number 3 on your screen in the purple. Watch him come across in front of Papaleo and just head it right out of the way.
Yeah, Martinez, or I said Martinez, it was Hernandez with the ricochet there, went right into Gary Young, but Gary says he's all right.
Gary Young's not going to stay young that way very long, I'll tell you. Boy, that was a beauty.
I saw Gary Young at the World Cup game yesterday between South Korea and Spain. He had an extra ticket he was trying to unload.
He's not going to need his own ticket if he keeps that up.
Now, corner kick is coming up for Monterey. Meanwhile, Eric Geyer, I don't know, I wanted to say argumentative type, but ever the man who will discuss it with you over there talking with Marty Templin.
Let's call him a bit feisty.
Well, he will plead his team's cause, no doubt. 3:12 to go in the half. Dallas has outshot Monterey 22-10 here in the first half. It was those two early shots that netted the 2 goals for Monterey in the first 3.5 minutes of play.
Yeah, Monterey actually early on had outshot Dallas 5-3, and you just heard what Craig said, 22-10 now. So it certainly turned around here the rest of the first period and the better part of the second period.
Here's Monterey with the corner kick. Lining up is Daniel Mora on the left side. It's to be taken by Castellan. Outside, the ball played high, and it goes over the top just barely.
Well,
another close call.
That's a break for Joe Papaleo because they had him beaten right there. It just was too high, went up over the crossbar, and it comes back the other way.
Sidekicks will bring it upfield. Boy, what the big upset it was. We just heard Romania has won that game over Colombia, the World Cup match, 3-1 the final. And Colombia, which plays the United States next, all of a sudden in a must-win situation next Wednesday. Of course, if you're Team USA, that's not exactly the best time to catch them.
No, it really isn't. They're going to have their hands full as a result of the loss tonight.
Major upset there as Romania knocks off Colombia at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Sent upfield. Lead ball played down the right side looking for Hernandez. And is quickly sent back up by Papaleo and the Sidekicks. 2.5 minutes remaining first half. Dallas 2, Monterey 2. Giannone Martinez looks, goes down outside the left arc, turning ball off the boards. Here's De La Garza shot, and this goes just outside. The Sidekicks try to get it in, and they got it away. Oh, was that close. Dallas dodged a bullet. Stavro with it. There were 3 bodies right around, and the ball just very nearly slipped inside the right corner. But it didn't, and we're still tied at 2 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Zizinho, double team. Turning outside, here's Martinez, and Papaleo comes sliding in to kick it out of play. Boy, how close this last sequence of events was.
Here it is again. It bounces back up, and it just got jammed against the boards by Papaleo.
And Zizinho was trying to finish it there.
Zizinho, I thought, was going to get in, but Papaleo just was able to get his hands on it. I think he was too close to the boards. I'm talking about Zizinho.
Here comes the restart, turning a shot off the boards. Dave trying to clear it outside. Papaleo goes down, rebound. Another one far post that just missed wide right. Here's Perez inside, kicked out by Tattoo. Cleared away by the Sidekick. Gary Young with the heading ball. Here's Crampon trying to get it, and it's cleared out of play by Monterey. Giannone Martinez sends it over the top out of play. And with 1:38 to go in the half, Dallas will kick it in. Back through the center circle, John Hedlund has it for Dallas. To Nick Stavro. Sidekicks would love to steal another goal here before the half expires. They have outshot Monterey nearly 2-1, but right now they're just tied up at 2-2. And the ball goes wide right now to play, and Raza will kick in again. Monterey makes substitutions. Tattoo comes out. Defensive posture now for the Sidekicks. Pedroso back on for Dallas. Hedlund is out there. Pedroso, Crampon, Stavro, and Dev Reeves for the for the Sidekicks. Ball goes into the offensive third. Turning with a shot save made Papaleo on the shot by Castellan. Here's Dev Reeves over against the boards. Taken away now, once again by Arturo Castellan. He goes down. Stavro has it out to John Hedlund. Inside a minute to go first half. Crampon for Dallas. Turning, looking for some help. He'll drop it back now for Hedlund. We may see Tattoo return for one more shift before the half expires for one final surge. Hedlund will send it upfield for Pedroso. Tried to back kick it back into the arc, and it's cleared away by Monterey. 30 seconds remaining, first half. Papaleo with it. And it goes down to John Hedlund with 25 seconds to go. Pedroso turning, back heel, looking now for Doyle. Doyle has it with 20 seconds remaining in the half. You see the time down in the corner. David Doyle turning, the ball goes high off the glass. Can anyone finish? Pedroso turning around to Dave. 10 seconds. Here's Derek Dave turning. The ball deflected out. Monterey's going to clear it. It'll go downfield. That's going to do it for the first half. Pretty entertaining first half. Frustrating for the most part for the Dallas Sidekicks, and wind up in a 2-2 tie with Monterey Raza at the end of the first half here. Raul Salas with a pretty strong showing in the first half, as has his opposite, Joe Papaleo.
Here's another look at Joe Papaleo's. Watch this. that's almost self-defense the way he got his hands up there to protect his face. But as a result, made the great save.
It's a hard angle.
Easy to understand why he was the goalie of the year, keeper of the year in the CISL just a year ago.
We have a special ceremony about to take place on the field right now. Sidekicks coach Gordon Jago is down there. Of course, Dallas won the Continental Indoor Soccer League Championship in 1993, and now the fruits of that labor, the ring ceremony, as Dallas prepares to accept those championship rings for winning the CISL title. Let's go down to the field. And that's Norm Sanger, of course, general manager of the Dallas Mavericks, chief operating officer of the Sidekicks, along with George Killebrew, director of marketing for the team. The Sidekicks will be called out as they come over to receive the championship rings. You know, it's kind of been difficult on Dallas the last two games. Or 2 out of the last 3 games.
1 week ago, we raised the 1993 CISL Championship banner to the rafters of Union Arena. Tonight, please join Sidekicks General Manager Norm Sanju and Director of Marketing George Killebrew in presenting the Sidekick players and coaches with their championship rings. First, receiving his second Sidekick championship ring, one as a player and now one as a coach. Ladies and gentlemen, Sidekicks assistant coach Billy Phillips. Also receiving his second Sidekick championship ring, the 1993 CISL Coach of the Year, Sidekicks head coach, Gordon Jago. Sidekick team members, beginning with number 2, defender Eric Dade. Number 3, also a defender, Gary Young. Number 6, receiving his second Sidekick championship ring, defender John Hedlund. Number 12, a forward, Johnny Stark. Number 15, midfielder, Gianpaolo Pedroso. Number 17, defender, Dev Reeves. Number 19, goalkeeper, Hank Henry. Number 21, midfielder, Nick Eptinu. Number 23, midfielder, Nick Stavro. Number 24, midfielder, Dave File. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back number 5, a defender and a member of the 1993 All-CISL second team, receiving his second Sidekick championship ring, Mr. Defense, Mike Powers. All-CISL first team, David Doyle. Number 51, goalkeeper and a member of the 1993 All-CISL first team and winner of the CISL Goalkeeper of the Year Award, Joe Papaleo. And finally, a member of the 1993 All-CISL First Team and the leading scorer in the CISL, the 1993 CISL Most Valuable Player, receiving his second Sidekick Championship ring, number 9, forward, Tattoo!
The Sidekicks haven't been able to take all their time at halftime for the last 2 of the last 3 home games. They had the raising of the championship banner, and tonight the rings, and they're happy to lose the time for it. 2-2 is the score at the half. Dallas and Monterey will be back at Reunion Arena right after this.
No one understands unless they play. Loto, the first name in soccer.
Cool. What's the next thing, Dion? Soccer, anyone?
Must be a fan.
Powerade. It's not the old thing. It's the next thing. And that's a good thing.
Should have worn my helmet.
Powerade. The next thing.
You're watching HSE, the best team on TV.
The power. The punishment. The pain. The ultimate sports spectacular. Now you can relive the excitement on home video with Top Rank's greatest knockouts. Volumes 1 and 2. Together on one full-length cassette. Legends like Hagler, Hearn, Arguello, Duran. 22 knockouts that changed boxing history. The courage, the champions, and the cheap shots. This is non-stop action, up close and in your face. Call now to order. The winner by a knockout. Top Rank's greatest knockouts, volumes 1 and 2. Together only $19.98. Don't miss the bell. Call now.
Call now to order Top Rank's greatest knockouts. This video makes the perfect gift. Sorry, no CODs. For faster delivery, please have your credit card ready. Call 1-800-592-1222. That's 1-800-592-1222.
2-2 the score here at the half, Monterey and the Sidekicks. So how do you keep that ball in play and get away those outstanding shots on goal? Here with tonight's coaching tip, Sidekicks coach Gordon Jago.
It's all about goals. It's about scoring goals and preventing them. But most importantly, when you're in with a goal-scoring opportunity, you really have to take it if you're going to be a good team. And 3 very quick, short tips will help you. Firstly, it's so important that the non-kicking foot, the foot that you're going to be standing on when you strike the ball, is placed right up alongside the ball. This will bring you up over the ball, and then you'll notice that you get your toe down on the kicking foot and you strike it with the instep, because that's where you get your power. Notice his left foot, the non-kicking foot, right up alongside the ball. His toe is down. He's going to strike that ball with the instep there. That's where they're going to generate, and then a good follow-through will take it on its way with power onto target. Everything in balance, eyes on the ball, knee over the ball. That'll keep his shots nice and low and on target. None of the rising above the goal bar. There, that action is perfect. We'll keep that ball low.
Dallas Sidekicks coach Gordon Jago with tonight's coaching tip. 2-2 the score at the half, the Kicks and Raza. We'll be back with more from Reunion Arena in a moment.
It's a bold new playing field in physical health and human performance, where the best in their game come together to promote and provide for total well-being. Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas has assembled some of the top names in sports medicine, physical rehabilitation, and sports science. Plus, champions from the world of competitive sports to form the most comprehensive facility of its kind on a hospital campus. A place where people of all ages can get healthy and stay healthy through medical treatment and rehabilitation, or as a fitness center member. The Tom Landry Sports Medicine and Research Center, where lifelong health is the name of the game.
I don't say this to many people, but the job we do is the most important job I can think of.
Okay, guys, listen up.
I mean, there's no such thing as a B-plus mechanic on this airline.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Even the most junior mechanic can keep an airplane in this hangar if there's a hint of a problem. We might think a job like this would become routine, but every now and then, I just take a walk through the terminal, and right there, you see what's important.
There's a place where we all come together to sell our goods, marry our children, mourn our dead, to reveal our villains and heroes. It's the place we all share. It's the story of all of us. The Dallas Morning News.
Pick up the story of all of us.
Craig Way and Scott Murray back with you at Reunion Arena. The Sidekicks and Monterey Raza tied at 2 apiece. And Scott, as we take a look at the first half highlights, it was Monterey that jumped out of the gate quickly.
Yeah, it really was. They were playing real well early on, and the Sidekicks were very sluggish. Here's the one that we talked to you about that said Papaleo screen out by Eric Dade. Dylan Garza got the goal to make it 1-0 Monterey. Then the header, the miss by Jaime Cantu, but right there to grab the rebound was Octavio Perez, his 6th of the year. It was 2-0 La Raza. Then in the second period, Kicks trailing 2-0. Tattoo with the first of his 2 on the night. Great shot. 26 seconds left on the power play. That made it 2-1 La Raza by 1. And then Tattoo again. Watch, you'll get just to the red line and just let loose and hit that upper left-hand corner. And as a result, 46 seconds left in that penalty. 2-2, so both power play goals, both goals by Dallas, power play opportunities. And we stand at 2-2 at the intermission. This has got to be the save of the night, turned in by last year's keeper of the year, Joe Papaleo, with a beauty. And as a result, we stand tied at 2. Third period action coming up, but right now we take this brief timeout here on HSE. Monterey and Dallas all tied up at 2.
When I build a home, I use only the finest quality materials. I never use imported Mexican adobe brick. They have no holes. Concrete limestone brick? No holes. Chicago antique brick? Right, no holes. I use only Acme brick. These holes give the brick inner strength. And it also has the Acme name, which you can find here or here. If you don't see the Acme name, you're not getting Acme quality. Acme brick, the best thing to have around your house.
Auto Value is the store with the parts you're looking for.
At our auto parts stores, we take the word value very seriously. That means we give you the most for your money. With over 1,500 stores across the United States and Canada, our buying power lets us give you the best in auto parts. The best parts, the best service, the best value. That's our commitment to you.
Auto Value is the store with the parts you're looking for.
What's the next thing, Dion? Soccer anyone?
Must be a fan.
Powerade. It's not the old thing. It's the next thing. And that's a good thing.
Should have worn my helmet.
Powerade. The next thing.
It wakes up sleepy purples and helps canary yellows to fly. It gives the blues a wonderful bump and even helps the roses to look rosier. It's Fuji color, and it's the reason why more people are looking into Fuji films every day. Fuji, a new way of seeing things.
In this 2-2 tie, quick look at the first half statistics. Dallas, of course, with the edge in shots and also the save department. Monterey coming up with 8 of those, 2 penalties, of course, leading to the 2 Dallas goals, and they're 2 for 2 on the power play. 2-2 is the score. We'll be back for the second half of tonight's game on HSE.
Hey, Rangers fans, stop by your nearest Tom Thumb Community Center and pick up your Desinex Itchin' to Steal form. One contestant will be drawn for each Rangers game on HSE. And if a Ranger steals base, you win $100 and 2 future Ranger tickets. All contestants drawn will be eligible for the grand prize trip to spring training next year. So pick up your entry at Tom Thumb or send a postcard to Itchin' to Steal, care of HSE at this address. No purchase necessary. Enter today.
Savan No Wrinkle Pants with Process 2000. They're not the only 100% cotton no wrinkle pants. They're the only ones that'll stay that way. It's because they're the ones made with our exclusive Process 2000. It's washed in, and unlike others, it lasts for the life of the pants. Savan, the original no wrinkle pants with Process 2000. The only no wrinkle pants that'll stay that way.
One of the greatest rewards of being a golf professional is all the people that you meet and the great relationships that you build over the years.
Recently, an important event took place at Cindy Jackson's childcare. They learned many important things, but the thing they learned that they will never forget is the importance of washing your hands before you eat. Call now for a free brochure and help in finding quality childcare.
Sidekicks and Raza about ready to start the second half of play here. As we mentioned, Dallas, one of only 2 teams undefeated in the CISL this season, the Anaheim Splash being the other. And Dallas trying to go to 4-0. The Splash, by the way, plays tomorrow at Detroit. Detroit had the big attendance tonight the first week, drew 14,000 for their first ever game at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Sidekicks with a 1.5 lead in the East on Pittsburgh, Washington, and Monterey coming into this game. And Carolina at 0-1, and they play their second game tonight. The Vipers hosting the Arizona Sand Sharks. Dallas, of course, next at home tomorrow night as they take on the San Jose Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies are still looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-2 as they prepare to come in tomorrow night. Well, Eric Geyer still looks a little bit unhappy with some of the events of the first half, Scott.
He sure does. You know, you talk about wearing your emotions on your sleeve. He wore his emotions on his entire sport coat tonight. I mean, that thing was just thrown around here and there. And I mean, I don't know as I can ever recall a fella so upset and so irate. I was a little surprised he didn't come out of the box. But,
he was close to it.
Yeah, he sure was.
And that sport coat is more than wash and wear. That's fling and wear, because he was really flinging it around the box there. And it doesn't look the worse for wear, though.
No.
Eric Geyer, of course, as we mentioned, veteran coach, coached the Chicago Sting in the MISL, and also was an assistant under Ron Newman on 3 of those great San Diego soccer teams that won an unprecedented 10 indoor titles, both in the MISL and the old NASL Indoor League. Tattoo, of course, has 2 championship rings, collected that second one. And we start the second half now with Pedroso, Alan Crampton, Nick Stavro, John Hedlund, and Eric Dade on the field for Dallas. Right away, Zazino with a shot, and then trying to finish was Perez, and they get another opportunity. Perez shoots and scores! Octavio Perez has his second goal of the night, and Raza retakes the lead, a grand total of 16 seconds into the second half.
Joe Papaleo literally stuck down. There's the first rebound. Nice save inside by Dallas. And then Joe, as you see, is on the ground, and Octavio Perez just puts it in with the left foot, and that was the difference. And as a result, Monterey's back on top by a score of 3-0.
His 7th goal of the season. Papaleo went down and then tried to make the save, but could not lunge over the ball. It's an unassisted goal. And Dallas now is trailing again at 3-2. They have not led this contest. The Sidekicks fought back to the 2-2 tie after trailing 2-0 early in the game. Now early in the second half, they're behind again.
Very sluggish in the early going of the first period, and now here right after the intermission, much the same.
Nick Stavro with it for the Sidekicks. Outside the red line, Gary Young looking for Gianpaolo Pedroso. Pedroso turning, and might have put a finger in the eye of De La Garza, I believe it is, for Monterey. He's coming back up the field. One of the Monterey players Sidekick still with it. Actually, it was not. It was Villazavaios who was the player that took a finger to the eye, and he's going to come off the field now. Back upfield for Monterey is Daniel Mora in the midfield. Plays it back to Raul Salas. Left-footed pass. Now the lead pass goes in the offensive third for Castellan. Turns. Young stealing the ball for Dallas. And Gary Young trying to get it to Prampin in the neutral zone, and it's cleared out of play by the Sidekicks, deflected out. And it's a free kick, or a kick-in coming now for La Raza. There's Nick Stavro. Minute 28 seconds into the second half. And they called a foul on Stavro, so instead it's a free kick just inside the Sidekicks red line. Set play coming up here. Here's the shot, and it's deflected by Dade over the top. It'll be a corner kick coming to the right side now for Monterey, and they'll try another set play. Dade with the deflection over the glass. La Raza with the corner. You have to be careful here. The Sidekicks do. Here it is outside. Shot off the boards and missed. And then another try goes over the glass on the right side by Cantu. The initial try was put out by Ramon Villazavaios. Gordon Jago is probably not happy with the start to the game and the start to the second half. In each case, his team has fallen behind. Eric Dade walks the ball up the field. Shots on goal now even at 23. And Dade's ball just too much on it. It goes out of play. Dallas just having trouble even getting out of the blocks here in the third quarter as they did in the opening period.
Yeah, they got those rings, and it's gone downhill since then. Really played well in the second quarter of play. Tied it up as a result of the 2 power play goals by Tattoo. But here in the early going in the third period, much the same as was early on.
There's Zizinho with the chip over to the left side. Turning it back around is Lopez to Perez. Right side pass now goes to Cantu in the right corner. File trying to take it away from Zizinho. The ball comes in between 3 pair of legs, and it's picked up by Papaleo. Quick overhand toss, looks for Tattoo, headed back into the Dallas zone by Mora. Papaleo has to clear it upfield, and that ball goes off the board, still in play. File for Tattoo. Gets a nudge from behind by Daniel Mora. Gary Young. Back into the center circle now is Eric Dade. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Dade looks now for David Doyle. Makes a turn, but he could not get completely inside Cantu, and it's sent back upfield by Marco Lopez. Dade over to Gary Young. Dallas right now will look to make a change. Dade comes out. Dev Reeves back on the field for Dallas. Here's Tattoo. Going 1-on-2. Retreats back to the red line, and he dishes instead to David File in the neutral third. Dev Reeves looks for Tattoo. Picked off, however, and cleared upfield by Monterey. Now stolen back by Dallas, and the lead pass intended for Tattoo too far, picked up by Raul Salas. Upfield ball for Marco Lopez in the midfield. Looks on the left side for Mora. There's Mora trying to go down to the right side. Tattoo looked for the steal, couldn't get it. Dish back now between the red line and the center circle as Martin Hernandez worked to Zizinho. Now back to Salas, who comes way beyond the red line. Looking for Zizinho, marked by Reeves. He dishes back. It's Hernandez, picked up by Prampin. Raul Salas continues to almost play a 6th attacker type role. Left-footed ball goes down off the boards. Reeves with the defensive maneuver for Dallas. Upfield ball for Tattoo. One touch right side for Prampin. Here's Prampin for Tattoo. Looks it over to the left side as Hedlund. Tattoo left-footed shot deflected off the glass. Before he can get to it, Martinez is there to clear it back upfield. Dade has it now for the Sidekicks. 10:55 remaining third quarter. La Raza 3 and the Sidekicks 2. Eric Dade. Tattoo turned inside. The ball went outside down into the corner. And Zizinho will bring it back upfield for La Raza. Dishes up center of the field now. Lopez ridden off the ball by Dade. Marty Templin calls the foul. And every time Monterey wants to quickly restart, the ball is placed in a different spot. That size 4 ball is kicked down into the corner. Of course, it's a smaller ball than the size 5 they've used in the past. Here's Tattoo with it. Looks for Prampin upfield, needs some help, and on the left side is Hedlund for Dallas. John Hedlund turns, and he'll have to dish it back now for Dade. Eric Dade with it, and he's directing traffic for the Sidekicks. Play slowed down a little bit here in the third period. The Crampton down in the corner, working against Giannone Martinez. His ball is intercepted. It comes upfield. Look out. Here's Zizino. Crampton offering chase, and the ball goes too far away, and Young comes away with it for Dallas on the counter. Here's Tattoo. One-on-one. Pass through the box, and Stavro couldn't get to it. Here's Young with a try, and it's over the top. Dallas had an opportunity, and they just couldn't get to the ball, get it set up, the shot they wanted.
Tattoo with a little bit of a behind the rush pass to Stavro. Thought he was going to put it right there. He was trying to deke around, and he couldn't get around the defender, and as a result, he came up short.
4-3 edge and shots here in the third period by Monterey. Upfield now via Zevallos. His ball high, arcing, and over the top. Dallas goal kick coming at the 9:40 mark remaining in the third period.
Yeah, it's really slowed down here, Craig. You recall midway through the first period, Gordon Jago was so upset with the play of the kicks. He called a timeout. Tattoo called a timeout, and they went over and talked it over, and that really turned him around. I don't know if he's going to do so again here, but it's not a bad idea.
Well, they'll have an official timeout coming up in a couple of moments, and probably that's entered the mind of Gordon Jago, knowing they'll get the official timeout in another 2 to 3 minutes. But he wants his team to start turning it around. Here's Pedroso. He goes down. And Doyle turning, and he had a shot that went wide right. Boy, David Doyle just yeoman work fighting his way inside for a shot on goal. Here's Doyle again. Down in the corner, turning, one off the glass. Look for Reeves. And Dev Reeves has to run it down, and he grabbed the jersey. No call there. Here's Monterey on the counter. They got a 2-on-1. It's Stavro back for Dallas, and quickly Hedlund comes over to help out. Pass into the right corner. Running away from the ball was Castellani. This time he Cantu's pass. And it's one touch now, looking back for Cantu. Cantu down in the corner for Castellan. He goes down, and Manuel Ortiz Sr. says play on. Ball goes upfield, and a blue card coming. Here's a penalty via Zevallos with the hands on the head. Penalty coming against Raza, and we'll see on whom the penalty. This one, well, that's via Zevallos there, but I don't believe he's going to the box. I believe it's going to be Jaime Cantu. Cantu will go to the box. Dallas will have its third power play opportunity coming up, and if this man advantage situation turns out anything like the other two, we'll have an even game.
Sidekicks capitalizing last 2 times out with a power play. 26 seconds left early in the second period of play. Tattoo made it a 2-1 game, and then with 46 seconds to go, just a couple of minutes later, Tattoo knotted things up. And that's how it stood until 16 seconds gone here in the third quarter of play.
Holding was the foul called on Cantu, and the Sidekicks with the man advantage. Power play attack team of Stavro, Doyle, Tattoo, Dade, and Pedroso out there. De La Garza heading up the penalty-killing unit. Here's Tattoo in the corner. Looks outside Stavro. Tried for the left-footed, didn't get it. Doyle's shot was blocked and knocked out of the way by Hernandez. Hernandez is out there along with De La Garza, Giannone Martinez, and the fourth member of that power play killing unit, the penalty killing team for Raza as they try to kill off the time here is Fernando Lano. Stavro with it. 45 seconds gone on the power play. Right side ball for Tattoo. Tattoo works inside of De La Garza. In the box, heading try, goal Dallas! Oh, what a shot! A heading try! Pedroso went into the corner of the net. Dallas is 3 for 3 on the power play, and we're tied at 3.
And credit Tattoo with a great effort. Gets it to Pedroso in front. He puts the header in, and we've got a 3-3 soccer game with 7:41 left, third quarter. Here it is. Tattoo puts it right in the center, and Pedroso puts it in.
Eric Dade was there just to make sure if it wasn't going to go in, but Eric backed off of the ball when he saw it heading right in.
I called it a header, Craig. It wasn't a header. I saw him put his head down. I thought it might have hit the top of the head, but no, he just put it in with a foot off. A great pass from Tattoo, and as a result, we're tied at 3. 7:41 left in the third quarter of play. 3-all. We'll be back with more here on HSE.
Dr. Pepper, the taste you've been looking for.
So, does it ever get any easier?
I don't think it's supposed to.
It's a sophisticated flight simulator. But around here, we call it the box. Even though it doesn't fly, it's sure going to test how well you can. At American, we come here twice a year to get checked out. You know, I don't know of another airline that puts more emphasis on training.
See you in 6 months.
Oh, I'll be back. But if you happen to be sitting behind me,
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
I bet you'll agree.
Welcome you aboard American Airlines.
It's worth it.
You can enjoy Sidekick soccer throughout the season on Home Sports Entertainment. Next up, the Carolina Vipers, Sunday, July 10th, 7 o'clock, as the Vipers meet Dallas here on HSE.
Sidekicks coming in, Craig, were 5 of 9 in power play opportunities. That's about 55%. As a result of the 3 for 3 tonight, they are now 8 for 12. So that's 2 out of 3. That's not bad at all. That's 67%.
Tattoo, of course, got the assist on that goal, his 7th, and right away Perez tries to counter. Curtis Partain sends it upfield, but Monterey still threatening. Shot to the right side. There's one that's just shy by Perez. Ferry over there fighting for the ball for Dallas. Taken away by Octavio Perez through the box. He tried to hit the cutter, and it didn't work. Now the left side. Here's Marco Lopez dancing with the ball. Shoots, and it's off the top. Oh, was that close?
It sure was. That was a phenomenal individual effort. Phenomenal effort by Hernandez, and it hit the top of the post. Watch this. Watch it come back. Now he's got it.
And it just
That's Lopez, not Hernandez, and you see it just nick the top of the post.
Well, it caught Papaleo first, so it's a corner kick. Here's a shot off the boards, and Dallas clears it out of the zone. It's Gary Young fighting for the ball, and getting to it first was Hernandez for Monterey. Upfield, nice sliding tackle on the ball by Young. Ferry dished it over to the side, and once again it's Hernandez. Martin Hernandez down into the right corner. Cecilio heading pass. Tried for the cross into the zone, into the arc, and couldn't get it there. Now here's a shot. No good as Papaleo knocked it down and went outside. Partain heads it out of the area, and it goes beyond midfield. 6:35 to go third period. 3-3, Dallas and Monterey. Good game tonight here at Reunion. On the left side, Hernandez. Ball that goes wide right off the boards. Outside, Octavio Perez runs it down. Perez will bring it back over to Giannone Martinez. Left-footed ball. One touch back heel, back behind the right side to Lopez, by Lopez, but Crampton knocks it upfield. They're going to get a Monterey foul here, I think. And Zizinho wanted the foul called on Dallas, and that's exactly what it was. The ball just played out, no foul, so they restart. And this one goes off the glass. Ferry looking for it. Partain takes it away for Dallas. Crampton's trying to break downfield, and there's Alan Crampton, but the ball leads too much, and Salas dishes out to the right side. Martinez off the boards, looking for Zizinho. Really held off the ball by Hedlund. Here's the ball loose, and Papaleo makes a nice down. They'll come up with it, and Partain is down for Dallas. Sidekicks couldn't get the break going upfield because Curtis Partain hit the carpet hard, and trainer Steve Smith will have to come out and take a look at it. Shots on goal right now. Raza with 27. Sidekicks with 26.
And here's the save by Joe Papaleo. Turns around and gets a left hand on it, just enough to pull it in and then cover up for Dallas.
It was hard to tell exactly what happened to Partain there as he went down, but he's up now. And Curtis Partain will come off the field.
Yeah, it really didn't look like there was any contact whatsoever. Might have just swung around the other way to try and get the ball, and his body went one way and he wanted to go the other, and down he went.
He got a face full of plastic grass in the process.
He sure did. Boy, the tempo was certainly picked up. About 2 minutes ago is when Pedroso tied it up at 3 apiece here in the third quarter of play, and the tempo on the part of both sides has really been taken to another level.
Sidekicks bringing it up the field, looking for Tattoo down in the attack third. Tattoo, offside, there's the ball, played loose, goal, Dallas! Oh, into the right corner. Eric Dade got there from David Doyle, and the Sidekicks for the first time tonight lead.
Dallas is how we stand. That's Tattoo to Doyle. And right there on the doorstep Eric Dade. And he puts it in for his 4th goal of the year. And the Kicks have a 4-3 lead over Monterey.
You'll actually see the ball ricochet off the feet of Fernando Llano. And that's where it went in. Off the left foot of Llano after it was kicked by Dade, but Dade will get the goal.
Yeah, I think he was actually the last to touch it, but Dade will get credit for the goal.
4-3 Sidekicks. 5:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter. First lead of the night for Dallas, and they've really had to fight hard back for David Doyle. Gets credit for his 4th assist. And that's the first Dallas goal that wasn't on a power play. Outside here was a Dallas foul and a bad shot taken from the top of the arc by Martinez. Outside, ball played back behind the midfield stripe. Raul Salas fighting for the ball, down for De La Garza. In the offensive third, Dade goes down, De La Garza goes down. Foul comes away with the ball for the Sidekicks. Plays over to Tattoo. He hits the boards hard. And we'll see if there's a penalty. Tattoo was asking for 2 minutes, and there's some tempers flaring. Remember, no love lost between these two teams. They had an incident a year ago in a game in Monterey where the Sidekicks actually had to have a police escort out of the building. They did not have a good security force down there at the time. The fans were trashing the field with things, and it was not a pretty sight there, and Tattoo not happy with it.
There it is. Slams into the boards.
Ramon Villacevallos hit him hard.
Almost like a hockey check.
And they did call the foul on Villacevallos. The blue card came out, and rightly so.
Yeah, you can see his whole left side of his body push out, and then at the last second he extends his arm and pushes Tattoo into the boards. And he hit hard.
Well, Dallas is 3 for 3 on the power play tonight. And they go with a man advantage again. Tattoo is out there with Pedroso to Tattoo. Right side, the ball kicked high and it's out of play. It's Tattoo, Pedroso, Stavro, Dade, and Doyle for the Sidekicks. Boarding is the official call on Ramon Villacevallos. And the penalty killers, and they have not been able to do that tonight, are out there for Monterey. Bad pass by Doyle. Here's Perez, and he chips one high and over the top. Dallas with a goal kick. 26 seconds gone on the penalty to Ramon Villacevallos, who watches from the box. Tattoo will start it for the Sidekicks. Dishes back to Stavro. Nick Stavro from England to David Doyle. A minute 20 to go on the power play. Tattoo through the box as he tried to find Dade, cleared out. It'll be a kick in Dallas. 4:17 remaining. 3rd quarter, a minute 17 to go on the penalty to Villacevallos. Stavro. Doyle winds up with a shot too high and out of play.
Boy, that was incredible how many of those he's had tonight. David Doyle with 5 goals against Houston, had a couple of the other night against Washington. The shutout thus far in the scoring department.
Of course, David Doyle had 175 points during the winter with the St. Louis Ambush in the NPSL. Pedroso to Stavro. Minute 5 to go on the power play. Dade out there, and they make a change out there for the moment. Now it's the attack unit. We're going to get another blue card. This one on De La Garza. And the Sidekicks will have the 2-man advantage. The super power play. De La Garza, I think, throwing an elbow. And Marty Templin and the officiating crew are trying to make sure they maintain control of this game. They don't want it to get out of control with a physical play. And De La Garza is going to go to the box. There is 57 seconds. There are 57 seconds remaining on the penalty to Villacevallos. And now they put the 2 minutes up on the Sidekick side. Now, wait a minute. Are they going to give this to Doyle? It was apparently David Doyle's going to get it. We're going to get a yellow card. So we're back to even strength. Eric Geyer at first was going, wait a minute. Now he's saying, oh, I don't understand, but I'll take it.
Here's the play. I don't know. We'll try and figure it out and sort it out for you. You see De La Garza go in. That's number 4 in white.
So where's the penalty? Unless it was a kick on Doyle. And that's a pretty touchy call if that is indeed the case. Now Eric Geyer's unhappy about something.
Well, he's got 2 of his players in the penalty box. Doyle is in for Dallas, so we've...
well, they've called They've called reciprocal fouls, one on each team.
Double penalties. Each team will get one, a two-minute penalty. So and 53 seconds now left in the other Monterey penalty.
So the Sidekicks right now will play 4-on-3. De La Garza was called for charging, Doyle for kicking, and so you have a wide open field right now. 40 seconds more remaining on that penalty to be as Ceballos, and then they'll be at even strength.
And when you have a player like Tattoo on the team, it's really great when the field is this wide open.
It's 4-on-3, and the Sidekicks have 25 seconds remaining in this configuration. Tattoo, Pedroso, shooting at a kick save made outside. Here's Stavro winding up. 15 seconds left on the penalty to Villa Ceballos. Back outside to Tattoo. Tattoo turning inside of Perez. Looking for a shot with 10 seconds remaining on the first penalty. Shooting, and a save made. Rebound, a shot to go! Champello Pedroso has scored, and the Sidekicks make it a 5-3 game. 5 seconds were left on the penalty to Ramon Villa Ceballos. Now you got to understand that the other penalties will not expire.
Here's Tattoo. Now watch him go in the middle. He'll take the shot. It goes off the goalie. And a great effort by Petrozo. His second goal of the night. His second goal here in the third period. There it is. Nice second effort, and he finally kicks it in.
He just wouldn't give up.
He sure wouldn't. The Kicks, as a result, lead by a score of 5-3 and make it 4 power play goals on the night for Dallas.
Well, not only that, remember, the other penalties do not expire, so the teams are at full strength right now, or equal strength. They're playing 4-on-4 at the moment. Equal, but not full strength. Ray Ferry out there. There was 5 seconds remaining on that man advantage they had because of the penalty to Villa Ceballos. So it goes as a power play goal. Tattoo with his 4th point of the night. He has assisted on 2 of the goals and scored 2 of the 5 goals. His 8th assist. Pedroso's 3rd goal. It comes at 11:55 of the 3rd quarter. And there are 30 seconds remaining on the coincidental penalties to Doyle and De La Garza. And I think Monterey right now is just trying to kill off the time, let the teams get back to equal strength. To full strength, that is, with 10 seconds remaining on the penalties. Martinez fighting Curtis Partain for the ball, and he'll dish back to Octavio Perez. Off the boards, Dallas has scored 3 unanswered goals here in the 3rd quarter. Now the penalties to De La Garza and Doyle have expired. They are back on the field, and a scramble for the ball, and they'll call a foul as Dev Reeves couldn't understand what the call was over there as he tangled up. But they'll get Reeves for the foul.
Watch Dev Reeves pull him down now. Watch when he gets up. He pulls him down here because he is basically retaliating what had happened just prior to that, although we didn't see it on the replay. And so the referees, I think, were aware of the 2 until they let it go.
Doyle tried one for outside, now heading it back into the center of the field. Tattoo tried to get it. Partain has it for the Sidekicks. Nice move by Curtis Partain. Shoots for the save. Tattoo rebounding, trying to shoot. He just misses through the goal mouth. Oh, that was close. David Doyle with a chance now for Dallas. 1:20 remaining in the period. Outside, Partain has it. Goes off the boards. Gary Young trying to get to the ball. They're 2-on-1. They'll get a Monterey foul along the boards, and now there's more tempers flaring. Doyle gets up. That's one gentleman who is not going to take anything from anyone.
Sure.
1:16 to go, and Dallas with the free kick coming up. Near the booze time, they wanted more than just the foul called, but foul was called on Martinez. And here's Dave starting it. Doyle through the arc, and now the Sidekicks trying to reset it. It's almost like Dallas is on the power play, even though the teams are at full strength. Tattoo down in the corner, double teamed. He goes down. Ball cleared out by Monterey. Young, Partain had it, couldn't control it, and Doyle has to run it down for Dallas. Off the boards to Curtis Partain in the corner against Lopez. With 50 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here's Doyle with a shot that's knocked down by one hand with Raul Salas. One hand, maybe 3 fingers, kept it from going in the back of the net. Back upfield, off the boards now. Here's Lopez. Looking back, oh, left wide open, and Papaleo does a good job. And they'll call the foul on De La Garza for charging into Joe Papaleo. He wanted more than just the foul called. Marty Templin trying to calm tempers at the moment.
Nice save, too, by Joe Papaleo. That was a sure goal right there for Monterey.
Third foul called on De La Garza.
Here's another look at it.
Going down. You saw Papaleo having to get... That was the shot that nearly went in the back of the net.
David Doyle shot.
Looking for De La Garza. 9 seconds to go, third quarter. Played back behind midfield. That's going to do it for the third period. Dallas scoring 3 times in the third quarter after Monterey had scored 14 seconds or 16 seconds into the period. After that, the Sidekicks have taken command of this one. At the end of 3 quarters from Reunion Arena in Dallas, the score. The Dallas Sidekicks 5, Monterey La Raza 3. We'll be back for the final 15 minutes on HSE.
What's the next thing, Dion?
Soccer, anyone? Must be a fan.
Powerade. It's not the old thing. It's the next thing. And that's a good thing.
Should have worn my helmet.
Powerade. The next thing.
When I build a home, I use only the finest quality materials. I never use imported Mexican adobe brick. They have no holes. Concrete limestone brick? No holes. Chicago antique brick? Right. No holes. I use only Acme brick. These holes give the brick inner strength, and it also has the Acme name, which you can find here or here. If you don't see the Acme name, you're not getting Acme quality. Acme brick, the best thing to have around your house.
Discover the defensive training secrets of America's finest baseball school in an exciting videotape. Baseball World's Defensive Drills video features professional scout and instructor Tommy Mansky and the same revolutionary new training techniques that have produced Baseball World's back-to-back-to-back AAU national championship teams. The Defensive Drills video vastly improves players' arm strength, running speed, quickness, agility, and infield and outfield defensive skills. Even coaches practice organization. Lou Pavlovich Jr., editor of Collegiate Baseball magazine, calls it a masterpiece, the best defensive drill video ever produced. Many professional players are excited about this videotape. Just ask Atlanta Braves superstar Fred McGriff.
This is the instructional video that gets results.
Baseball World's Defensive Drills video makes a great gift and benefits players of all ages and ability levels. To order your copy for only $29.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free. 1-800-423-2121. That's 1-800-423-2121.
It really worked for me.
Through 3 periods, the Sidekicks lead at 5-3. Monterey jumped out to a 3-2 lead just seconds into the third quarter, Scott.
Yeah, 16 seconds gone when Octavio Perez got his 7th goal of the year, his 2nd of the night. That made it 3-2, but then Dallas with 3 unanswered goals. Pedroso got the first one, 7-19 on the power play from Tattoo, and a great pass in front. Then Eric Dade from David Doyle, that made it 4-3, and the Kicks had their first lead of the night. And then finally Pedroso moments ago from Tattoo, again on the power play, and that made it 5-3, and here's a look at that one. You see the shot in front, and then just a great second effort by Pedroso, and that made it 5-3. And as a result, the Kicks now take a 2-goal lead into the 4th and final period of play. 15 minutes to go, and the Kicks looking to remain unbeaten at 4-0 on the year should they win tonight over Monterey.
And to think Gianpaolo Pedroso was questionable for tonight's game coming in with that sore ankle, had a contusion and a sprain, and he's got 2 goals this evening.
He ought to have more sprained ankles.
You can bet the Sidekicks want to be careful about not allowing Monterey to get a quick goal. You see the shots are very even, just about, and Sidekicks have allowed 2 very early goals in this contest. 1 in the first period, actually 2 in the first 3.5 minutes of the opening quarter, and then of course just 16 seconds into the second half, as the ball is played outside over the glass, and Monterey will restart. Raul Salas, the keeper. Upfield, looks to the right side. We're going to get a handball violation.
Yeah, that ball just bounced up a little too high on the turf, and nothing he could do about it, but it's good break for the kicks.
First time we've seen Salvador Mata, midfielder, out there for La Raza tonight.
His first personal foul.
And they call the handball foul. Restart in the midfield. That's File looking for Crampon in the corner. Crampon battling Mora for the ball. He comes loose there, cleared out momentarily, and then it's Salas who snares the loose ball. Quick distribution left, then back crossfield to Mata on the right. Salvador Mata in the attack third. All played back now for Octavio Perez. Double team. It's sent back outside, and Pedroso couldn't get to it, but Crampon had it for Dallas. Here's Crampon. Pedroso leaves Crampon out there. They get Tattoo on the field. Look at Crampon go, and he's knocked down. That's 2 minutes, no doubt. That's a blue card. He was floored by Jaime Cantu, and Cantu can walk to the box for 2 more minutes.
Crampon still looking for his first goal. As we watch it again, just a great effort, and he's just literally taken down, and not much more you can say about that. It's penalty.
Well, Cantu saw him sprinting past him, and he just moved the body into him, and that's why he goes. He says, I was just standing there, but you can't move the body, and he just got a yellow card as well. Yellow card as well. Manuel Ortiz pulled out the card, and he's in the box. Sidekicks, who have 4 power play goals tonight. Has it come to life or what? And they'll try to make it 5 for 5.
If he doesn't have the big one by the end of the night, oh my goodness gracious.
Doyle, Tattoo, Stavro, Pedroso, Dade for Dallas. De La Garza out there along with Fernando Lano. Ball cleared out momentarily. The other players, Daniel Mora and Martin Hernandez. And the fans on their feet, they want to see another man advantage goal here that could all but put La Raza on the shelf. 30 seconds into the power play. And in each case, Dallas has scored those power play goals inside the last minute.
4 on the night thus far for Dallas. Looking for number 5.
On the right side, Pedroso. He's looking for a hat trick. Stavro to Tattoo, who also has 2 goals. Back to Stavro. Down to Pedroso. Right corner turns. Doyle had an opening, but he couldn't get the ball set. Here's Tattoo. Stavro, left footer off the boards. Outside. De La Garza runs it down. Pedroso had it to Stavro. And Monterey, which really attacked on the defensive early in their power plays, now is laid back a little more.
Very good point.
We've seen quite a bit more defensive. Here's Pedroso. Tried to get it over on the right side. Now he goes down. And the ball cleared away momentarily. Dade has it. Stavro tried to get a shot away and it was blocked. 40 seconds remaining on the Dallas power play. 12 and a half minutes to go. Here's Tattoo. Lining up right side. Dade tried for the give and go. Shoots and a save made. Salas. Cleared away by Perez. Here's Stavro again. He'll wind up. Over for Dade in the corner. Turns with 25 seconds to go on the penalty to Cantu. Doyle has it again. 18 seconds to go. Doyle turning, fighting for the ball, and Perez does a good job taking it away. Cleared back out. 10 seconds remaining on the Dallas power play.
One final rush here, Craig.
Here's Doyle. Looking right side. Stavro. They will not score on this power play until the streak ends. They're 4 for 5, and quickly back onto the field now for Monterey is Cantu, breaking for the loose ball. They got a 2-on-1. There's Cantu, and he chips it off the post. He missed it, and the rebound try went over the top. And they were asking for a handball in the arc, which would have given him a shootout try, but they said no. It went over the top.
Boy, when you're going, you're going. Watch this again. Joe Papaleo comes out, cut down the angle, and nobody home in the goal mouth, and it hit the post on the far side and comes back out, and then goes up too high. It looked like Eric Dade actually tipped it. Watch when it comes back out here, and they take the shot at it. Eric Dade will be on the ground. See if it hits number 2. It looks like it might have, just to get it high enough over the net. Whatever. The kicks avoid a bullet.
Hernandez was asking for the handball and did not get it. Marty Temple said nope. And meanwhile, the ball comes loose again, but Perez can't finish. Papaleo picks it up, and the ball intercepted, goes out of play by Hernandez. Martin Hernandez on the defense. Joe Papaleo has his team up by 2 goals. Joe's played another strong effort in goal tonight. Sidekicks restart with the kick in. Reeves upfield ball picked off. Now here's Monterey with a 4-on-3. Left side ball goes down into the corner. Lopez off the boards. De La Garza can't get it. Papaleo picks it up, hurls the ball quickly up the left side looking for Tattoo. Tattoo sees Doyle scooting down the center of the field, but instead File has it on the right wing. Crossfield for Doyle, trying to turn inside for a shot. Back over instead to Gary Young. Young back to Doyle. One touch picked off now by Monterey. On the right side for La Raza is Arturo Castellan. Lead ball for De La Garza. Off the boards, kicks it back, but nothing but purple jerseys there, and the Sidekicks clear it out of the zone. Upfield in the center circle now for Monterey is Jaime Cantu. Right side ball to Giannone Martinez. 10.5 minutes remaining here from reunion. Dallas 5, Monterey 3. In the corner, De La Garza turns, ball off the boards, chipped again, and the heading try just misfires for Monterey. Ball over the glass, out of play, kick in coming for La Raza.
When Eric Geyer looks at these tapes for Monterey, I'll tell you, Craig, he's not going to wonder why the opportunities weren't there, because they've been there aplenty tonight. They just have yet to capitalize.
Pass going from the back heel, but Dallas clears it away. Young with the heading ball. He's used his head quite a bit tonight, physically and mentally. Gary Young, he goes down, and Gary Young looks a little shaken up, but here's Tattoo. Off the boards, Tattoo sniffing at the goal, hoping for an opportunity. Good defensive work by La Raza. They clear it up. Now they got a 2-on-1. Perez down the right side. On the left side, Martinez. Reeves is back on defense, plays it off the boards, and Reeves clears it out of the zone. Zizino on the left wing. There he is, Zizino, brother of Roberto Dos Santos, better known to Sidekicks fans as Beto. Now a member of the Houston Hot Shots. Outside, here's File going down. He's pushed from behind. That's a foul on Zizino for shoving David File from behind. And Dallas will have the free kick.
9:31 left in this soccer game here at Reunion. Don't forget they'll be back here again tomorrow night. San Jose in town. 7:05 kickoff tomorrow night.
Here's Reeves playing the ball down off the boards. Salas has to reach out with one hand to pull it in. They'll fling it upfield. Perez looking left side. Hedlund got that foot on it. Here's Mata in the corner. Salvador Mata back outside now to Daniel Mora. Mora looking for Mata, and the Sidekicks clear it out. This is Stavros going 3-on-2 down the right side. Curtis Partain going to wind up. He'll shoot, and a save made by Salas. Pedrosa was the trailer coming down the middle, but Partain wound up and took his best shot. 8:45 remaining. Dallas leading by 2 goals. Zizino in the midfield. Turns right side. Here's a shot off the boards. Goes too far, and it'll come back upfield.
Personal foul charge to Marco Lopez,
and
number 20.
They called a foul earlier on Lopez. Here comes Monterey to the left side. As La Raza down 2 goals, tries to get Lopez loose. Marco Lopez was held up there by Pedroso, and the foul is called on Gianpaolo Pedroso. 41 shots on goal tonight for Dallas, 30 for La Raza.
Yeah, and as we said earlier in the soccer game, it was just the opposite way around. Monterey had the upper hand.
And all the power plays have made the difference for Dallas. They've been able to pepper the La Raza goal. Here's a shot, and it's kicked out by Young on the block. Now it's in the box here. Here comes another shot, just off the boards. Line, another try goes by the board. Well, Monterey had some golden opportunities. They're complaining and asking for a handball. They didn't get it. Dallas on the counterattack now. Curtis Partain inside the red line. Partain trying to find a man, and Eric Dade couldn't get to the ball, and it's defended by La Raza. They'll charge back up the field. Each team making substitutions. Zizino comes back now. Salas with the ball. Put on it. The ball is played over to Giannone Martinez. Back to Raul Salas. Left-footed ball. Tattoo will head it back towards Salas in the neutral third. 7.5 minutes. We are midway through the final quarter in a 5-3 Sidekicks lead. Ball goes down into the zone and picked out by Papaleo. Quick ball up the field for Alan Crampton. Crampton comes away with the ball. Stumbles, tried to get it. And once again, it is Monterey coming back with the ball. To the left side. Arturo Castellan working against Reeves. Now Hedlund. They both collide along the boards there. And it comes out loose. That's David File with it. Now it's De La Garza. He goes down. This is going to be a Dallas foul. Tripping foul called. De La Garza hit the carpet. And with 7:01 remaining, it'll be a free kick coming for La Raza just outside the arc. Sidekicks will have to be careful here.
Yeah, lots of guys going down, lots of tripping. I don't know that it was intentional or not, Craig, but Tattoo really got clipped down here just off the side of our cameras, and he got up yelling, looking for a foul. And then we come back the other way, and Frampton was nailed with it, so now the free kick for Monterey.
That's the defensive wall. Tattoo, Frampton, and File setting it up for Dallas. Taking the kick is Martinez, left footer, and it's blocked off the board. De La Garza goes for it. File goes down. He's trampled there along the boards. Furious action there in the left corner, and the Sidekicks cleared out. John Hedlund doing the job there. And it's off the boards again. Dallas with Dev Reeves taking command to File. David File looking. He is taken down, or they'll call a foul on Files. He hooked arms. Quick restart for Monterey. And going down now, boy, we're getting a lot of whistles. This one,
yeah, it's getting very physical.
Castellan hit the carpet. And it'll be a restart. Dev Reeves with that foul called. Or they'll call it instead on File. First File, then Reeves. They each collected those two fouls. Reeves fouls. File his first, Reeves his second. 6.5 minutes to go. Shot knocked down by Papaleo. And David Doyle tries to run it down, and it's Martin Hernandez. 2-goal deficit that Monterey is trying to make up. The ball played out by Raul Salas. Shift change made on both sides at the 6:20 mark. And Joe Papaleo directing a little traffic. He is a leader out there.
You know, I'd love to have a little pocket tape recorder in his back pocket. Let it go the whole game, and then at the end of the game, play it. I bet there's not more than 3 seconds of dead air on that entire thing come the end of the game.
Hope you have a very resilient microphone. Here's the ball down into the attack third for Dallas, and it's cleared over the top.
He's talking all the time. He's chattering.
Yeah, he speaks in that very high-pitched voice, too. It's unmistakable. Doyle with a shot and missed wide left. Cleared back upfield by La Raza. Off the boards. Nice pass made. Coming down the right side for Monterey is Fernando Lano. Even off the boards. Here's a try for the finish by Perez. And Octavio Perez could not finish. The ball cleared away by the Sidekicks. Perez there again. Off the board. Battle for it. Stavro cleared it out of the zone for Dallas. Upfield. Here comes Doyle. It's one-on-one. Doyle trying to beat Salas back, but he just missed wide right. He had him beaten with the ball, but he just missed wide right. Raul Salas sends it upfield. Ball loose. Doyle trying to get past Salas to get to the ball again, and it's cleared downfield. That's going to be a 3-line violation. Sidekicks will have a free kick coming from the Monterey red line with 5:31 remaining in the game.
Here's a look at Doyle's shot. See, you see the keeper caught out. So as a result of that, what he's trying to do is beat Salas.
Just chip it right over the top, and it just went too far right. Now,
he would have done it too, I think, Craig. I think he had enough on it. Just a little right.
Doyle with a kick. Shot. It just missed off the post. Boy, that was close. Restart coming from the red line on the free kick, and it ricochets all the way back down to Papaleo. He'll send it back upfield. Off the boards, and the ball out of play. And it'll be another kick in coming with 5:17 remaining. Dallas on the kick in. Eric Dade to David Doyle. Eric Geyer trying to get his defense in gear, but here's Nick Stavro for the Sidekicks. For Dade, nice ball, turn, shoot, score! Eric Dade! Oh, what pretty soccer that was! You can't do it too much better than that. Dallas now in command. An official timeout. 5:06 remaining in the game. The score, the Dallas Sidekicks 6, the Monterey La Raza 3. We'll be back for the finish of this one when we continue live on HSA.
It wakes up sleepy purples and helps canary yellows to fly. It gives the blues a wonderful bump. And even helps the roses to look rosier. It's Fuji color, and it's the reason why more people are looking into Fuji films every day. Fuji, a new way of seeing things.
This Minyard shopper is picky about produce, while this shopper keeps everyone on their toes. And nobody comparison shops like this guy. These are some of our toughest customers, because they don't just shop at Minyard, they are the Minyard family. And for over 60 years, they've built a Texas tradition on one simple philosophy. It has to be good enough for our family before we'll sell it to yours. Minyard Food Stores.
This copyrighted broadcast is the sole and exclusive property of the Continental Indoor Soccer League Incorporated and the Dallas Sidekicks. No portion of this program may be broadcast, telecast, transmitted, rebroadcast, copied, or used in any manner for any purpose without the prior written consent of Continental Indoor Soccer League Incorporated and the Dallas Sidekicks.
Here's a look at what has to be the prettiest goal of the night. This is the tail end of it as Eric Day dekes the keeper and puts it in. Salas didn't have a chance. Boy, that's a nice effort, but it came from a great pass. Doyle and Stavro, and they just really set this up. Here's Doyle to Stavro. Now watch this pass. Oh, that's a beauty. Puts it right on Dade's left foot, and Eric puts it home with the right foot after deking out Salas. And boy, I'll tell you, that is the prettiest goal of the night, bar none. 6-3.
You just can't do it any better than that, or at least diagram it any better than that. It's nice to see those thunderous 30-footers, but it's also nice to see an artistic goal like that.
Well, that certainly was artistic, Craig.
It is now 6-3, and yeah, they're having a good time tonight here at Reunion. Monterey has not come back onto the field yet because Eric Geyer is just incensed. Now, during the break, Geyer was getting in the face of Joe Papaleo. I don't know why, but he was shouting at him, and he is really upset. Manuel Ortiz says you got to get a team on the field here. He has not sent them back on the field yet. I think they're complaining about the music, but that would be a silly complaint because the music plays at this length and this volume in every arena in the CISL. Doesn't matter where you go. I don't know what the complaint, they were pointing up at the scoreboard, and I don't know what they're complaining about. Now Joe Papaleo's getting a little upset about this. He's saying, hey, how about if we play?
Well, he's going to get a delay of game here in a minute.
Yep, and then Marty Templin's just warned him about it. They better get on the stick. Eric Geyer's just standing, hands in his pockets. He's refusing to send his team onto the field. I have never seen this in a soccer game. Now we'll see if he sends them out now. That is Zizino that he is talking to there. Zizino said, well, are you sending me out?
It'll be great 6-on-1.
He's walked out there, and we'll see if they choose to either take a timeout or what's going to happen here. He's going to go out there. And Gordon Jago getting into the act as well.
I think he's...
I don't know what... I think he's asking for a timeout right now. And he is. There's a timeout called there, but boy, I'll tell you what, you can argue and argue for your team's cause, but it gets to a point there where you just have to say, go out and play.
Well, you can look behind Geyer, the guy sitting down in the predominantly black outfit. That's Raul Salas. That's the goalie. That's the keeper. There he is with his back to you. Actually, that's Curtis McAllister with his back to you. The other guy that's sitting down. Boy, he's yelling at somebody now. Is this a fan? He's yelling at a fan. Now he's yelling at a fan.
Eric Geyer is just getting mad at the world tonight. He's unhappy with probably his own players as well as the sidekicks, the officials, the scoreboard, their fans. I wouldn't send a popcorn vendor anywhere near him. Now he's going to send a team back onto the field, and he's going to go to the sixth attacker as well. And going out there with the 6th attacker jersey will be Octavio Perez. Perez will put on the 6th attacker jersey. They're down 3 goals with 5:06 to go. They basically have to go to that now, Scott.
Yeah, they really don't have any choice. They took an early 2-0 lead, 3:32 to go in the first period of play. We called the Kicks a bit sluggish early on, to say the least. But they have really turned it on here in the second half.
Well, after Eric Geyer's demonstration, we're back to play now.
Is that what that was, a demonstration?
Of some sort. Zizinho will knock it back to Perez. Octavio Perez is the 6th attacker. The goal is, of course, unguarded right now. It's an empty net in favor of the 6th attacker in the hopes they can get an extra goal. Of course, this sets up opportunities like this. Gary Young is going to get an opportunity on a shootout. That's a handball violation. Out of the zone, called on Octavio Perez.
Yeah, he really had no choice there. No. I mean, that was a sure goal. It's tough to see the angle that from where you are at home, but if that ball continued in the straight path, well, there's a much better angle.
Well, he stuck out the arm, and so now Salas has to come back because the Sidekicks are going to have an opportunity on the shootout. And we'll see if it's Pedroso who's going to take it or if it'll be Tattoo. They're both coming out. Maybe Doyle. Doyle took it the other night against Washington and buried it past Jim Brazeau. And I believe it's going to be Tattoo going for the hat trick.
Tattoo has yet to score less than 2 goals in any game this year. Got the hat trick for the first time against Washington. Had 2 goals. The hat trick this past Wednesday here at Reunion against Washington. And already 2 tonight. So on the year, already 9 goals for the little armadillo.
Zizinho has gone to the box to serve the penalty. Tattoo with 5 seconds to shoot here. And the goalie can come after him. And we'll probably see Raul Salas come out to try to play defense on him. Tattoo and Salas. 1 on goal. One of the most exciting plays in the indoor game. The shootout try coming now. It's 6-3 Dallas. Tattoo looking for a hat trick. The 2nd consecutive one. He'll get the word from Marty Templin. And then he'll charge at the goal. Salas is ready. Tattoo's ready. Marty Templin whistles. And we're just about set. They're all waiting. Here he goes. Tattoo turns. Dipsy doodle shot. Turns. And it's blocked and saved. Knocked out. Pedroso tries. And play now goes on. Tattoo, I'm not sure knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Yeah, a little surprised at that, Craig. I thought he might deke him one way or the other and then just try and go around him as Eric Dade did moments ago. Or at least maybe take the shot like Doyle did the other night.
Well, Tattoo tried to get Salas to commit to either side, one side or the other. And to Raul Salas' credit, he wouldn't do it. So we play on here. The shootout try goes unanswered. Now the Sidekicks are on the power play. Remember that. Because of the handball violation. They've got 1:24 remaining on the power play. So they could still score on the man advantage and take full advantage of the handball, the intentional handball called out of the box on the 6th attacker, Octavio Perez. Tattoo. Ball loose, turning. Pedroso tried for his 3rd, and it just went over the top. Sidekicks will have a corner kick. 3:53 remaining in the game.
Here's the effort again by Tattoo. You see what Craig was talking about. He's trying to get Salas to commit, and as Craig had mentioned, he just didn't do that. So Tattoo really had no place to go, and of course all the rest of the team coming in behind him. He just had to get rid of it.
Tattoo starts on the corner. Turns outside, heading try. Just outside. Goal, Dallas. It's a hat trick. Gianpaolo Pedroso.
Here's another look at it. Across the front, Pedroso heads it, doesn't go, gets the rebound, and puts it in. Great individual effort. The hat trick for Pedroso tonight, and power play goal number 5 out of the 7 Dallas goals tonight. 3:48 left and counting, and Dallas on top by a score of 7-3. They trailed at one time, 2-0.
And guess who got the assist again? Be Tattoo, his third of the night to go with 2 goals. He's had a 5-point evening.
And he leads the league in that department, now has 18. 13 coming in, plus 5 is 18 on the year already after only 4 games.
3:27 to go, and the Sidekicks now in cruise control going up against the 6th attacker. They have scored 5 unanswered goals in this game after Monterey led it 16 seconds into the third quarter at 3-2. Zizinho drops it back for Octavio Perez. Now out of the box after that. Actually, Zizinho served a penalty, but Perez was called for the handball.
Boy, for a team that has a 6-5 advantage now offensively, as a result of the keeper up front, 6 attackers, you'd never know it. The spunk is all out of this Monterey team right now.
And the Sidekicks probably would love to have another opportunity to chip it down into an empty net. 2:44 to go and a Dallas foul called back upfield. Sidekicks will go to 4-0, assuming they go these remaining 2:44 without allowing 4 goals. And would join Anaheim as the other unbeaten team at 4-0. Zizinho lines it up to Perez. Through the arc, Sidekicks clear it out. Zizinho has it again. Left side for Martinez, into the corner. Outside Zizinho one more time, into the corner. Here's Lopez coming with a shot wide left and off the boards. Outside again, here's Martinez winding up, and Papaleo gets horizontal to make the save. Kick downfield by Young. This one just misses off the boards. Boy, that one almost went in.
It sure did. By the way, Craig, the 5 power play goals tonight by the Kicks ties a team record set back in 1987, and that, of course, is the year they won the MISL championship.
86-87 season, and it was January 17th of 1987. And ironically, that team had some trouble at times with the power play. Of course, their power play defense was incredible that year. Here's the shot and a goal outside. Nice one by Lopez. Marco Lopez knocks it in at 1:52 remaining in the game, and it's now 7-4 Dallas. Lopez just buried that one. Nice one, his third goal of the season. Marco Lopez, nice goal into the upper right corner. And it's 7-4. And Octavio Perez gets credit for the assist. 7-4, 1:45 remaining. And now Raul Salas is back onto the field as they start playing the center again. Dev Reeves for Dallas, outside to Stavro. Looking for Tattoo, trying to play it off to Reeves. That's Tattoo again down into the corner. Reeves there, and white jerseys there as well. And we got a foul call on Dallas, on Dev Reeves, along the boards. Lopez, third goal of the season. It comes at 13:08 of the final quarter. And Perez with assist number 7, the leading scorer for Monterey. Lopez, of course, Rookie of the Year last year. And the ball down into the Dallas zone. Scott Murray will be visiting with Gianpaolo Pedroso at the conclusion of this game, which will wind up a Dallas victory. There's a shot by Doyle wide right. And Salas remains on the field right now. They're going to try to get him off and get the 6th attacker on the field. The ball's still in the neutral third, and they can't do it yet. Now Salas will come upfield, and he'll head to the bench. They'll try to get the 6th attacker on there one more time. We're inside 1 minute remaining. Dallas closing out another victory. Perez returns as the 6th attacker. And here's Lopez looking for another goal. Shooting, and a save made. Papaleo, another one that goes outside. Joe Papaleo, equal to the charge, comes up with the save again. Doyle has it for the Sidekicks. Inside 30 seconds to go. Another solid team effort by Dallas tonight. And you have to credit them falling behind early 2-0, giving up 2 goals in the first 3.5 minutes. And they were down 3-2, 16 seconds into the third quarter when they scored 5 unanswered goals before Raza scored just moments ago. But it'll be too little too late. Papaleo with a strong effort tonight.
Play of the Month Award.
And they restart play. Sidekicks will run out the final 15 seconds. Here's Gary Young, or Curtis Partain, rather. Partain for David Doyle. 10 seconds to go. Dallas will just kill the clock now, and the Sidekicks are going to go to 4-0, heading into tomorrow evening's contest. Second half of the back-to-back weekend games at Reunion Arena when they host the San Jose Grizzlies. Final score tonight from Reunion Arena. The Dallas Sidekicks 7, La Raza, Monterey 4, and Gianpaolo Pedroso, the man of the hour tonight with the hat trick this evening for Dallas. We'll visit with him when we continue from Reunion Arena on HSE.
There's no stealing the thunder. No, can't be contained. You fill me with wonder and cool me off like rain. You're a part of me. That's the heart of me. Out you, I'm just a lonely melody. But together we are harmony. Dr. Pepper, you're a part of me.
I don't say this to many people, but the job we do is the most important job I can think of.
Okay, guys, listen up.
I mean, there's no such thing as a B-plus mechanic on this airline.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Even the most junior mechanic can keep an airplane in this hangar if there's a hint of a problem. We might think a job like this would become routine, but every now and then, I just take a walk through the terminal. And right there, you see what's important.
You're watching HSE, the best team on TV.
Being a fan is tough when your team isn't the home team, especially when I try to find coverage of my favorite team in the local paper. I'm lucky there's even a box score. Well, if you're like me, you'll be happy to know there's one publication that'll make you feel right at home. The Sporting News. You'll love the Sporting News no matter what team you love, even if it is the home team.
Call this number now and get 4 issues of the Sporting News free. You'll get opinions and strategies, transactions, trade rumors, injury reports, and the lowdown on the minors. Plus football, basketball, and hockey all year long. Call now and you'll get 4 free issues. If you like them, you'll get 24 more issues at this great TV price. If not, just mark the bill, cancel, and owe nothing. The 4 issues are yours to keep.
So call now for the Sporting News, the publication that treats every team like the home team.
Call now and get 4 great issues of the Sporting News free. Call 1-800-592-1222 now.
Tonight's Dallas Sidekicks game has been brought to you by the Dr. Pepper Bottling Company of Texas. Diet Dr. Pepper, the taste you've been looking for. The Sidekicks were looking for some more help in addition to Tattoo's contributions, and they get them tonight. And they get a cheap contribution from a man who was questionable going into the night's game. Scott Murray's down on the field to visit with that key man right now.
All right, very good. Thank you much. Congratulations. Outstanding game. And I tell you, for a guy that wasn't supposed to play, or at least was questionable from head coach Gordon Jago, you played a whale of a second half.
It was a tough situation to come from an injury on Wednesday, and I just got the support from my teammates and for the training room all the way, and they believed that I could go into the game and make a difference, and I was thankful for that, and I had a good game.
The guys really started out sluggish. I was a little surprised. It really came out and you suddenly found yourselves down 2-1 or 2-0 after about 4 minutes of play. Then you got it going. Then you came back. You tied it at the intermission. Started out slow the first couple of minutes in the third period, and then look out. And then you end up with a hat trick tonight.
That's been the trend throughout the league. In the beginning of the season, the teams take a while to study each other in the game. But like the other games, we came along very strong and picked it up on defense, and that was the key thing for us tonight.
What do you think about this team right now? After 4 games, unbeaten, one of only 2. Anaheim is 4-0. You're now 4-0 and continue to play good soccer.
We're going to go all the way. It's 5 games in 8 days. We have another one tomorrow. That's all I'm thinking about right now.
Gianpaolo, outstanding, gets the hat trick. 3 points on the season coming in, and tonight he picks up 3 goals, gets the hat trick. As the Sidekicks defeat Monterey by a score of 7-4. Let's go back upstairs to Craig Way.
Thank you, Scott Murray. 3-goal victory for Dallas. 4-0 for the season. We'll be back with more from Reunion Arena on Home Sports Entertainment.